We will start with our football players. We will begin with number 2, Caden Dixon, escorted by DK1 Shea and Warren Woolridge. Number 6, KD Carter, accompanied by LaPorche Robinson and Al Carter. Number 7, Josiah Hill, accompanied by Lauren Hill and James Morrow. Number 10, Jordan Hobbs, accompanied by Sarah Hobbs and James Pierce. Number 14, Zakarian Price, accompanied by Shanika Osborne. Number 18, Bradley Williams, accompanied by Anthony and Rashika Williams. Number 21, Robert White, accompanied by Deontra Johnson. Number 23, Mason Washington, accompanied by Sega and Larry Washington. Number 24, Parker Meacham, accompanied by Ben and Carrie Meacham. Number 25, Travion Nightingale, accompanied by Ashley and Brandon Nightingale. Number 29, Javier Lave, accompanied by Owen and Helen Daniel Lave. Number 32, Yakini Wallace, accompanied by Rainey and Sagoria Wallace. Number 33, Keelan Cummings, accompanied by Latrice and Auntie Cummings. Latrice Hewitt and Auntie Cummings. Number 38, Tyrus Starnes, accompanied by Saronica Walker. Number 40, Davion Jackson, accompanied by Roderick Jones and Delilah Sullivan. Number 43, Jalen Mims, accompanied by Kimberly Atkinson and Mentor Mims. Number 46, Jalen Warren, accompanied by Jacqueline Warren Quinnick and Kilvin Quinnick. Number 47, Jesse Hampton Williams, accompanied by Michael Williams and Justin Hancock. Number 48, Jasavian Jones, accompanied by Odell and Stephanie Jones. Number 54, Marion Pickering, accompanied by Kenyatta Courtney and Michael Courtney. Number 55, Beckett Cox, accompanied by Colin and Joe Cox. Number 59, Jaden Woolridge, accompanied by Jessica and Justin Woolridge. Number 60, Jacorian Howard, accompanied by Brittany Jackson and Chad Howard. Number 67, Brady Yoder, accompanied by Stephanie Webster and Clay Yoder. Number 72, Tyrese Reese. Accompanied by Pierce Smith and Renee Smith. Number 73, Nathan Green. Accompanied by Patricia Anthony. Number 78, Alfred Hall. Accompanied by Alfred Hall Jr. and Letitia Buchanan. Number 81, Diane Shores. Accompanied by Christina Shores. Number 88, Philip Hamilton. Accompanied by Omar and Philip Hamilton Sr. Number 91, Daryl Dolly. Accompanied by Levante Dunn and Kamaje Hughes. Number 92, Kristen Williams. Accompanied by Cassandra Cooper and Lola Moore. Student Assistant Derek Boggs. Accompanied by Tiffany Reed and Steve Reed. Student Assistant Gabriella Boyd. Accompanied by Calvette and Rico Boyd. Student Assistant Ailey Overston. Accompanied by Eric and Christine Overston. Student Assistant Elise Gray. Accompanied by Shante Moore and Brian Gray. Student Assistant Carolina Hernandez. Accompanied by Angel and Brenda Hernandez. Student Assistant Aaron Lugo. Accompanied by Eric and Karina Lugo. Student assistant Mila Salina, accompanied by Chastity Salina and Braylon Fountain. Student assistant Zayna Williams, accompanied by Denisha Poole and Alonzo Williams. These are your 2025-2026 Longview Lobo football seniors. Now your 2025-2026 senior QS, Gabriella Acevedo, accompanied by Arturo and Cynthia Acevedo. Joycelyn Aragon, accompanied by Hastings Aragon and Sylvia Castaneda. Brooklyn Burke, accompanied by Britton and Brittany Stephen. Madeline Kane, accompanied by Andrew and Melissa Kane. Janetta Carter, accompanied by Hendricks and Tanya Carter. Lainey Flowers, accompanied by Philip and Cricket Flowers. Avery Foreman, accompanied by John Foreman and Megan Dominguez. Kaylin Foreman, accompanied by Billy and Cameron Foreman. Allison Gomez, accompanied by Herman and Carla Gomez. Jay Kidd, accompanied by Fonda Teddy Fisher and Kristen Fisher. Kiera Mayfield, accompanied by James Mayfield and Chopper Ambrose. Mia Monsifai, accompanied by David and Miriam Monsifai. Marissa Wallace, accompanied by Carrie and Cassandra Wallace. Age group 2025-2026, senior duet. And now our senior cheerleaders. Zanaya Bradley, accompanied by Phyllis and Lewis Bradley. Lily Danielson, accompanied by Lori and Chris Danielson. Haley Hamlin, accompanied by Jamie Moore and Jessica Trammell. Mallory Hickman, accompanied by Leah and Matthew Hickman. Mary Claire Hilton, accompanied by Martin and Heather Hilton. Leah Jones, accompanied by Susan and Jason Jones. Leah was also selected by the student body to represent Longview High School as their elected official for the Miss Great County pageant for the Great County Fair. Hallie Mathis, escorted by Alicia Jamison. Anna Musa, escorted by Shafiq and Dolores Musa. Maya Penson, accompanied by Cindy Johnson Penson and Austin Penson. Olivia Rowe, accompanied by Meredith and Rowe. Haley Smith, accompanied by Nixie Hamilton and Sean Smith. Melinda Tran, accompanied by Frankie and Cameron Tran. These are your 2025-2026 senior cheerleader. And now our senior Longview High School Arnold JROTC cadet. Cadet Keith Badinski, escorted by Kevin Badinski. Cadet Louis Cordova, escorted by Khalifa Simon. Cadet Kayla Cruz, escorted by Raymundo and Angelica Hernandez. Cadet Maria Guevara, escorted by Maria Guadalupe Guevara. Cadet Olivia Hamilton, accompanied by John Weaver and Minnie Hamilton. Cadet Jonathan Lopez, accompanied by Apolonio Lopez and Maria Ramirez. Cadet Jaden Owen, accompanied by Adriana Fabinski. Cadet Sage Jr., Cadet Tila Pua, Cadet Jamia Reddick, accompanied by Myrtle Smith and Daniel Gordon. Cadet Samuel Sines, accompanied by Khalifa Sines. Cadet Kelvania Shepherd, accompanied by Kelvin Shepherd and Stacy Meyer. Cadet Desiree Simmons, accompanied by Troy and Kathleen Simmons. Cadet Tristan Wynn, accompanied by Lexi Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a big round of applause for these seniors.
All right. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Longview Lobo football. Chuck Zach along with you this afternoon, or evening, I guess, as we get ready for the season finale for the regular season. Keaton Daniels and Frank Sides as well. And I'm not going to say there's nothing to play for, but a lot's been decided, and we got to finish out the year. And I think, as Coach King put it best this week, you want to finish out the season with a winning record.
Absolutely. It's Friday. Like Coach Wilson always say, you all that preparation you're doing throughout the week, it's Friday. It's time to go get paid. These guys look locked and loaded. They're ready to go out there and finish what they started, and let's finish this regular season out with a W.
Well, we're still all stunned by last week, and last week's game we're trying to put away, get it in the rearview mirror, and move forward, but that's a tough one to let go of, Keaton.
Man, it feels like a playoff loss. It was one of those losses you just can't believe. Up by 21, let that team come back and beat you. Man, it was a tough pill to swallow. We was talking, Sunday, just couldn't believe the type of performance that we just saw. It's just one of those deals. Glad it's Friday. We can finally put it behind us. We don't have to sit on this for too long. It's time to put that game to bed and let's go out there and take it out on these Bulldogs.
I don't know that we had that same sense of like, ugh. Even after losing to Sauk or to Ruston, you looked at it and went, okay, it's non-district games. They're kind of tune-ups. We see some places we got to get better. We started feeling that after the loss to Forney. And then with what happened last week, we're all just kind of sitting around in a daze. And I think that Coach King even said it's one of the toughest losses he can remember having because, as Frank and I talked about this week, everything seemed to go wrong at the wrong time last week.
Absolutely. And not only just that loss, it felt like majority of the losses, or every loss that we've had, which is about a total of 11 points, we have beat ourselves. You can honestly say that if we just clear up this thing, or that thing, that we can come out on top of these games. And it's just tough that we continue to keep losing that way. So hopefully, and we say this all the time, hopefully we can put that behind us and learn from it and go ahead and show that we're better from that.
I think one time this year, and it was probably 2 weeks ago against Rockwall Heath, was the one time we saw everything come together and what they look like they can do when they're not making those self-inflicted wounds. But that's 1 out of 9 games that I really felt like they were on. The opponent was about level equal, and we played better than.
Yes, no doubt about it. You feel like that was our best performance. It felt like that was the best thing about us that game, and you was hoping that it was going to be a collection of that to come. But unfortunately, we looked that way for the first half against North Forney. Now we got to go out there and just continue to keep playing that way throughout the whole season.
I had to dig back through things to find out last time the Lobos gave up 50-plus because it doesn't happen often. I found 4, and I went back to the 1950s. Woo. We lost to Marshall 58-7, but our team was 1-9 that year. In 99, they lost at Ruston 51-18. That team was 2-3 at the time. They lost to Mesquite Horn in 2017. The year before going to the state championship, they lost 52-34. And then the other one, which is probably the closest to what we saw last week, was at the quarterfinals 2015, losing to Mansfield Lakeridge 56-53. How ironic is that? For a team that was 11-3 that year.
And majority of those recent losses, those losses became from a dynamic mobile quarterback.
Right.
So
hopefully it's the last one we're going to see for a minute.
Absolutely, and make no mistakes about it. Legend Bay was every bit of what he is advertised to be. He was a kid that wasn't going to be denied. He lost to Longview out here his junior year. He was playing like a man possessed last Friday.
It almost makes what we did to him the year before almost unbelievable.
Absolutely right. But you know what? We was able to put stops on him, especially that second quarter. It seems like our defense was starting to feel good about themselves, and they were starting to get into their strides. But shout out to that team. They made the second half adjustments, got us in space, and was able to utilize not only his speed but the other 2 running backs.
And if I'd have told you we're going to give up 560 on the ground, you would have called me a liar.
I would have.
I just can't even comprehend that.
Yeah, it's unfathomable to see a John Berry defense give up yardage like that. And make no mistakes about it. We had us a good tough talk yesterday, and he let me know, man, it's It's not something that I look to do, but it just what happened. Sometimes you just get exploited like that.
And on the flip side, if I'd have told you last year that we'd have a junior quarterback casually throw for 373 and 5 touchdowns, you would have thought the same thing.
No, nobody would ever believe that. But not Haynes, Trey.
Okay, then.
The last month has been playing lights out and playing, in my opinion, playing like Haynes was when he was here playing quarterback for us.
And I'm glad Frank moved us back into the positive, because we could spend a lot of time
absolutely.
talking about the defense
loss.
and the special teams gaffes and all that stuff. But back around to the positive stuff is Trey had an amazing game and threw for one of the highest totals in Lobo history. And we've said this before. As Trey has gotten better, Herndon has gotten better, and Jaden had an amazing week last week, 8 catches, 195 yards. That's the 3rd highest in Lobo history. The future is so bright for those two guys. Jacaden Davis has been banged up a little bit, and we haven't seen a whole lot of him for the last couple of weeks, but, adding him to the mix is going to make this even that much more impressive when he's healthy and ready to go full time. They've got weapons. They can score. Problem is, you want to get in these track meets, especially heading into the playoffs, when the weather may be inclement, where it's going to maybe be colder, where you're going to have an opponent that's tougher defense. I don't know if you can win track meets in the playoffs.
No, you're exactly right. So hopefully you can put that game, and you have games like that, no matter what you do, you just can't do anything right. Hopefully that game is an anomaly, and we can just put it behind us.
All righty, we haven't even talked about the opponent tonight. The Lobos wrapping up the regular season, taking on the Bulldogs from Royse City. They're much better than we've seen in the last few years. They're only 1-4 in district, but they're also 5-4 on the season, same record the Lobos have, and they have been close. They did not play well against North Forney a couple weeks ago and got blasted 47-0, but with the exception of that, they've been in every single game that they lost, and they aren't by huge margins. They started the year 4-0 and rolled over some folks, including Rowlett High School, where looks like we're going to be matching up with Rowlett's Eagles next week in the first round of the playoffs, and they rolled them 49-14.
Yes,
I know it was week 2, but the reality is Royse City is not the Royse City you remember from the last couple of years. They've gotten really good, and part of that reason is because of the guy out there is captain number 1. That's their quarterback, and he's the guy you got to keep an eye on, Jamorian Richardson.
And they're only going to get better too. They're a young team, and they're sub-varsity teams. They play you hard. Our JV and our freshman teams capped off a winning season by winning against them last night. So shout out to them. Hopefully the varsity can pay back and do it the same thing.
Jamian Richardson has completed 58% of his passes, 1,782 yards, 18 touchdowns, just 7 interceptions, and he's run for another 486 yards. So he is a big chunk of their offense for about 2,200 yards worth. Lobos got their captain crew out there today, and of course we've rolled back around from what had been the 5s, the 10s, 20s, whatever. We've got Decaden Carter out there. We've got Josiah Hill out there. I think I saw Jordan Hobbs out there. And 54 was Demarion Pickren.
You got it.
So just some general house cleaning stuff to get out of the way. Just so you know, here at Lobo Stadium, we're having some major technical difficulties with the scoreboard and with the scoreboard that's on our screen. That's why we went live early, so some parents that were hoping to have audio and video of their seniors have that, and we may be doing a manual scoreboard with manual time and manual down and distance on an iPad that is completely dead, so bear with us. We will get it right at some point, I promise. In the meantime, just enjoy Lobo Friday night. Beautiful weather.
Lobos won the toss. They're going to defer, which has kind of been the standard operating procedure this year. You win the toss, you defer, you try to pick up 2 possessions at the end of the first, beginning of the second half, and that's what Longview's going to do. So they will be kicking off and going from our left to right. Let's do the defense for the Lobos since we know they'll be out there first. It'll be Tyson Johnson and Darryl Dolly, the junior and seniors at the end. Kristen Williams, 320-pound senior in the middle. Linebackers are Bradley Williams, who's picking up a handful of college offers here in the last couple of weeks. He's at one outside backer. Jaden Woodbridge is the other. Jersey Hampton Williams, Lawson Tubb in the middle. Their corners are Carter and Hill. The safeties, TJ Jackson and Hobart Nelson.
More like 2 handfuls.
Yeah, well, whatever it takes.
Yeah. Well,
bring them on.
Make no mistakes about it. This Royse City team is coming off a bye week. So they've had 2 weeks to prepare for these Lobos. Don't be surprised you see them pull out all the stops tonight. It's a team, they're not going to be play-out bound. They have nothing to lose tonight, so they're going to go out there and play their best.
Gustavo DeLuna going to be kicking off. Back deep, and actually they're going to bounce this one short. Lobos, who've had trouble with kick coverage. Ball's on the ground, and I don't know if the Lobos got it, but they're sure acting like they did early. How about a turnover out of the gate? And coming up with the ball is Vondarian Adams, and the Lobos are going to have first down about the 18-yard line.
What a way to start their second half of the game last week. Special teams was giving us a hard time. Today, we start out with the ball on with the turnover there. What a way to start with the ball inside the red zone for the Lobos.
They're going to mark them down right on the 18-yard line. So thank you. Not only did you defer and decided to put it to the second half, you get the ball to start the game anyway.
Absolutely right.
I just realized there's no clock for me to glance at to make sure I'm square. Okay, there we go. All right, we got one.
So here come the Lobos on offense with Jaden Jackson, Star Shaw, Beckett Cox, Demarion Pickren, and Braxton William, the offensive line. The quarterback is the junior Trey Hamilton. First play, back to pass. Got a man open, got a touchdown. Boy, it took them all of one play, and just like that, Lobos get on the board first.
Play action, we got action. Looked like that was 12. Sean Davis with the touchdown on the post route. Nice skinny post. Nobody was in the middle of the field to come and guard him because the safety bit down the field. Easy pitch and catch for a touchdown. Put the Lobos on up early.
You elect to defer, kick off, and 12 seconds later you lead 7-0.
Appreciate you covering who that was. I could not tell from this distance where it was, but it was 12. Sean Davis with the catch. He picks up the score for him. That is touchdown number 1 on the year, and the Lobos take a whopping, 12 seconds to get the first score of the game. We're taking a quick break. We're coming right back. All right, well, that took a 12-second whatever it was for a fumble kickoff and a one-play offensive score for Longview as Trey Hamilton throws a quick touchdown pass. For him, that's number 13 on the season, and we'll try again as they kick it inside the 10-yard line. And tell you what, the coverage is all over it again as they smother up Royse City's return man. Number 10 is Brandon Darrow Harris. He can't get the ball out past the 11-yard line, and they're going to start deep in the hole.
That got to make you feel good to see we had some special team blunders. To see us on 2 consecutive kickoff coverages, be able to get them down inside the 20, one for a turnover and one to get them the ball at the, looks like the 17-yard line.
They're actually at the 12-yard line. Yeah, they got it back. We'll take further back. Don't help them any, Keaton.
You're right.
We're going to start off with, in the backfield's number 3. That's Xavier Brown along with the quarterback, Jamion Richardson. Richardson, a senior. And first play, he's going to throw one out, and that's caught on the run. And how about a broken tackle? And inside or outside the 25 to about the 26-yard line. They pick up about 12 to 15 on the first play.
And here they are going fast here. Missed tackle there. And a slippage, a play by your defensive back gets him easily a first down.
The catch by number 4, Bryson Arney. 45 catches for Arney this season for 668 yards and 5 scores. So they pick up 15. They'll make it first down and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Had a good lead block from your tight end who's 6'4", 245 pounds.
To the ground they go this time. Nothing doing. Boy, that got smothered up in a hurry. And we're going to have a late flag that comes flying in there. Tyson Johnson, the first man to hit the running back, Xavier Brown in the backfield. But a late flag comes in, so we'll wait on that.
Come from the sideline, Judge, so I'm curious what the call is.
Still kind of feeling it out here. Brown, by the way, a senior with 541 yards. He averages about 5.2 yards a carry. They can run the ball a little bit. And we're going to get a face mask. Well, they had eaten that play up with nothing, and somebody got a hand up in the helmet, and they hand him a free 15.
What started out as a successful play quickly turns out to a bad play. As you grab face mask, and that's an automatic 15 yards. To get them the ball from starting at the 12 to almost midfield now in 2 plays.
So first down on the play. We'll put it up. The 42-yard line. We got a man uncovered here in the slot. 3 right, 2 left, and quarterback ran right into Tyson Johnson. This is going to be a loss back to about the 37-yard line as they go backward 5 yards.
Yep. Didn't like what he saw at first. Tried to take off running, but the guard, our tackle, had the guard pushed so far back that he didn't have any running room. So comes up with a tackle for a loss. It looks like a loss of 5 yards.
So it's second down and about 14 back at the 38-yard line. Richardson, quick pass, got a man open, 43-yard line, and they can scoot. That's number 6, Jonathan Williams. It's only his 6th catch of the season, but the senior picks up a first down across the 50 to the Lobo 43-yard line.
But you're right, they can definitely scoot. He's one young man that when I seen him touch the ball, he's definitely one of the faster guys on the team.
So they cross the 50 into Lobo territory at the 43-yard line. This drive started back on the 12.
Walking our safety down, putting one single high safety in the middle of the field.
Richardson looking, quick toss again as they again go inside of that slant. This time Cole Crawford with the catch. And the senior's going to pick up another, about 18 yards to the 24-yard line.
Biting on the play action pass there creates the alley for your slot receiver to be able to find him an easy hole for him to slither through and find his way there.
Yeah, a big drive for Royse City. After giving up the turnover on the opening kick, they're working their way back down here. In motion's Crawford. Lobo's going to pull a safety out as Jackson goes out. Handoff to Brown, makes a little move and gets to the 16-yard line for a pickup of about 3. And actually going to say, the 22-yard line for a gain of about 2.5.
Right there to the side, off to the right there. Good little running play there. Just give them positive yards, give them something to to feel good about, to almost get outside the red zone.
44, you see their tight end split way out far left. He is a big old senior. That's really an awkward spot to have him. Now he's going to roll back toward the line of scrimmage. Brown will come back into the backfield as they set up more conventional looking. Looked like the guard moved, and he did. Right guard Isaac Martin got out of his stance a little early, and that'll cost him 5 yards.
Look at you in your eyes. You was able to see that pretty good there.
Right?
You saw it too. Yeah, you saw the right guard. He was pulling, stacked behind the center, but just a little bit to give himself a little room to be able to pull. And that's an easy look there to know that he was coming your way.
All right, so they'll back him back 5, make it 2nd down and 13 at the 26-ish yard line, about 26.5 yard line. Bulldogs have marched down the field. Lobos need a stop here as they trying to keep Royse City out of the red zone. You see a big offensive lineman, the left tackle.
Yes.
That's Joseph Gomez. He's just a junior, and he is a load. Next to him is senior Yusuf, the right guard. Kieran McCray is the center. Martin, we said, is the right guard, and Daniel Starkey, the right tackle. And they're going to hand off again to Brown, and not much doing it. He got tubbed is what just happened. Lawson Tubb throws him down back at the 29-yard line. That'll be a loss of a couple more.
Lawson Tubb filling the alley, showing him a little love there. Showing him he's going to be there all night.
Is tubbed an adjective or a verb?
It is now. You can pick whichever one you want.
Whichever one you want.
You're the high school teacher, Chuck. That was a question.
Well, that's probably a verb.
There we go.
You got tubbed. 3rd down, 13. Hayes in motion. He's going to go that side, using Hayes as an extra blocker, and the Lobos get all over it and blow that thing up. As Carter, who's just having a really good last month or so. Was that actually him or was that Adams? Look at that.
Was Adams.
Yeah,
that was Adams. Adams coming in, playing that slot corner. Went in motion with big fella. And once he saw him going out there to block, he came screaming off of his butt to go in and go make that tackle.
And now you got 4th down back at the 30-yard line. This thing went in the wrong direction. They got to the 22, then a penalty, a big play by Lawson Tubb, and now a loss of about 3 or 4 more. And 4th down and 16 coming up for Royse City. Lobos trying to get him off the field here. Hayes will come out of there. Richardson rolling, got trouble. That ball's deflected at the line, and there's Jersey Hampton Williams with a paw on it, and the Lobos will take it over on the incompletion.
Senior night, excellent job there by the senior, getting his big paw up, batting that ball down, knowing it was going to be incompletion. He's over there having a seat with his helmet off, relaxing now.
So they drove it down the field. Not bad, 9 plays, 59 yards, but they fall short of getting into the red zone. The Lobos take it back with a 7-0 lead.
Got themselves into no man's land there where a punt did you no good. A field goal wasn't makeable. You had to go for it on 4th and long, and Hamilton's back out.
So with 6:45 left to play in the quarter, let's get the offense out there. Jordan Hobbs is going to split out wide to the right. And now we're empty in the backfield. Hamilton back. Oh, they were trying to be a little tricky there. They were rolling the tailback out of the backfield. Caden Graves trying to draw the defenders toward him and then hit Herndon in the slot. But he kind of fastballed that a little low and incomplete, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, misdirection play there. Threw a fastball right at his feet there. None he was able to do with that, but I like the trickery there.
Yeah.
And it's good to see 9 trot out onto the field.
Jacaden Davis coming in, so is 33. Keelan Cummings as the Lobos face 2nd down and 10 at the 30-yard line. And here comes Hamilton out wide right. Jacaden's going to be the quarterback on the Wildcat. And he's not going to get much, about a yard.
Not much there as he faked the quick motion, faked the handoff there, cut it upfield in between the A gap. Wasn't able to get much, but 1 yard there as you saw Trey, your receiver, lining up on the line there like he was going to run a pass route.
So we'll get Davis out, and he's still not running exactly right.
No, he's still not 100% there.
Caden Graves coming out as well as looks like Hobbs and Javier Glaive coming into the game. So 3rd down 9. Glaive splitting out wide right. Herndon in the slot on that right side. Hobbs up top. And Hamilton back to pass. He's got some time. He's going to try home run. Herndon's down there deep and can't quite bring it in. He had a cornerback all over him that whole trip down there. Brandon Darrow Harris with a good coverage right on his hip pocket, and it's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, it would have been a tough grab for him to make there as the corner was draped up and dripped out on him there. He wasn't able to come down with that catch.
And he had him, and I think Trey was a little late getting rid of that ball and underthrew him a hair.
Really not any wind. 69 degrees here at Lobo when we started the game tonight. Perfect November evening. So it's 4th down. Hobbs coming on to punt. And again with a high snap. He's going to be lucky to get that out of there, and he does. And this one's going to take a Lobo roll inside the 40-yard line. But for the second straight week, the first snap of the game for our deep snapper has been a little bit dicey.
Yeah, his adrenaline seems to be going too fast for him. He's going to have to take a deep breath, relax, and just snap it down just a little bit lower to him.
And the Lobos luckily have a literal receiver back there playing punter.
Yeah, he definitely saved our bacon on that play.
So all of that ends up with about a 35-yard punt. First down for Royse City. 7-0 ball game. 5:38 left to play in the first. Lobos scored on their first offensive play of the game. Here's Richardson back to pass. Got a man. That's Arnie. It's going to be caught, and he will have a first down out of bounds at the 45-yard line as he goes for 10.
Yep, and Royse City, they're signaling their plays in very quickly, trying to catch these Lobos napping a little bit as they try to hurry up, and as they with less than 10 seconds are already lined up on the ball again.
Yeah, I don't want the Lobos to bring in fresh bodies. That's part of this as well. Richardson handing off, and not much happening. Line of scrimmage stuff. That's their second running back, Xavier Watson, that's in there now. He's a senior.
Excellent job there by the defense, corralling and not letting that running back get anywhere. Gain of 1 yard, but he was tackled down by a big host of Lobos. A lot of players there.
Feels like a generous spot of a yard. 2nd down and 9. Damian Richardson has improved greatly. Last year he had 13 touchdowns and 12 picks. This year it's a much different ratio of 18 touchdowns and 7 interceptions. We got a flag down on the sideline.
Your big body left tackle, 6'9", 385 pounds, I believe.
Joseph Gomez.
Yeah, once he got in his stance, he couldn't get out of it.
Or worse, once you start getting out, you can't stop.
Yeah, just indeed.
So a 5-yard penalty, second false start penalty now on Royse City. They go back to the 41-yard line. Now it's 2nd down and 14. Empty backfield again for Richardson. Couple of quick steps, toss toward again that slant. This time in and out of the hands of the intended target, Bryson Arnie, and it's going to be 3rd down.
You said it right. That slant right now is starting to be a little bit of a kryptonite as he's finding an open zone between the safety and your linebacker there, and that's just, you got to get your eyes off the quarterback as you dropping into your zone. Know where your players is at as you getting your drops. That's what makes you a good defender.
So it brings up 3rd down. Looks like the Lobos got James Pearson to the game at safety. Back to pass. Again going to that middle. And again, linebacker Tubbs getting a hand up and knocking that ball away. Again trying to hit that slant to Cole Crawford. It'll be 4th down.
Sorry, Keaton, I was just about to say one of our linebackers is going to hop in a throwing lane at some point today and pick one of those off.
The smart thing that Tubb did on that play there, knowing the down and distance, knowing it was 3rd and forever, he did not bite on the play action pass. He stayed at his linebacker dip and just got to his zone there. He was able to make him to pat that ball down.
Now, Carter started to go back and then decided maybe not. I don't trust they're going to kick it, and they do kick it. Takes a big bounce and let it roll into the end zone. Carter almost for a second. He didn't touch that thing. No, it goes into the end zone. But, boy, I tell you what.
He thought about it.
He got a little too close for comfort and almost cost the Lobos a turnover.
Definitely there. He kind of looked unsure about it as well. But now he did a good job by not getting to that ball. He let it bounce into the end zone.
So we'll take it back out the 20-yard line after the kick into the end zone. It'll be 1st down Lobo. 7-0 game, 4:29 left to play here in the first quarter. Lobos jumped out with an early touchdown, and now we've been kind of parrying back and forth. Longview looking to finish the regular season with a 6-4 record and move into the playoffs with at least a Record above 500. All right, first down and 10 at the 20. And again, we get the officials all kind of huddling up and talking. We certainly are hoping for a cleaner game than we had last week with the officiating crew.
And a faster game for sure. I think it was third quarter, and it was at 10 o'clock last week.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not do that. And they're still having a little discussion over there with Royse City's head coach. That's
It's a good
Andrew
time
Colvin. Colvin with a 7-11 record in his 2 seasons.
to remind you guys to share this feed on both YouTube and Facebook. This might very well be the last Longview game day broadcast of the Lobos this year, with the playoffs starting next week. So let's get as many folks watching these Lobos as we can.
And we'll let them know later or throughout the week how they'll be able to catch us.
That's right. We'll find a way. That's what we do. Even if it's me and Keaton with cell phones in the crowd.
I'm sure
This is bringing back some horrific memories, fellas.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll still be better quality than what they're used to.
Used to paying for it, that is.
All right, first down and 10. Lobos at the 20. And looks like we're going to get Mason Washington in the game in the backfield for the first time tonight. On first down, Hamilton going to give it to him right up the gut. And Mason chugs his way for 8 yards out to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, good running play there. You guard and tackle, they pull to the left. He follows suit right behind them, opens up a lane, comes up with 8 yards. And here we go quickly here, quick tempo. Showing blitz at the top.
Right back, same thing. First down, Lobos. He's out to the 31, almost the 32-yard line.
Same play, same result, positive yards. First down, we're going to move the chains.
Lobos struggled running the football last week. That may have been the biggest shock of all last week, to see a Lobo team. Yes, we gave up a ton of yards on the ground, but they did not run well last week at all. And maybe in some times where we needed to take some clock off, just did not have the ability to do it.
Absolutely right. That's 2 straight weeks where you saw 2 teams that was going to make sure we stop the running game first.
All right, so first down, 32-yard line. Lobos pick up at least one on this one. How about same play again? Well, that's 3 straight times they've run right up that gut with Mason, and that's 6 more yards.
Yes, sir. 3 straight plays, 3 right up the gut, 3 positive results. Coach King and Coach Sanders, they're finding something that they like right now in this drive. And if it's positive, keep going.
Well, you know John King likes that play.
Absolutely.
The question is, will Tim Sanders like that for long? He likes to throw the ball around.
Well, it looks like he's checking in with some big old boys coming in, so he must be liking that running, because it looks like we're finna do the same thing again.
He's pulling out Mason. Instead, he's got a little bigger back in there with Keelan Cummings to his right.
3 tight ends in the game, too.
Bringing in Parker Meacham and Cy Marsh. And how about it's Hamilton himself, little turn it up the field, and gets stood up and dropped at the 40-yard line, brings up third down and 2.
Like a good runner should do. You make your first man miss. Trey makes him miss in the backfield, gets positive yards. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 2 now.
And Mason right back into the game.
Soften up the midsection here. I wonder if we try to get outside with a playmaker here, or just keep doing what's working.
2 tight ends, 2 backs now.
Yeah, fullback in there now. I have a feeling we're running up the middle again. What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Hamilton taking a look at the sideline.
Right
One
up.
receiver in this, and it is single coverage.
Watch for a fullback dive, and Trey can keep it.
And how about Mason again? He will push his way to the first down to the 43-yard line. They'll move the chains when we get done with this rugby scrum we got going on.
And my friends, that's what you call right 56, the classic bread and butter Longview Lobos running play. Get under that center, run it right off the guard's butt, get as much yardage as you can, let you know it's going to be a first down, and we're going to do this all night long if you can't stop it.
And limping off the field on the other side, John Abrama, that's the senior safety cornerback rather, that they have. He comes out of the game, which means we got a new corner checking in. Where's Herndon when that happens? First down 10, 43-yard line. Minute 30 left in this first quarter. Mason again, this time up to about the 45-yard line.
All runs this drive, all positive yards gained so far. Mason takes it right off the guards and the tackles, backside there, gets positive yards, about a gain of 3 there.
Lobo's bringing in Jalen Mims, another tight end coming in.
You would think, as much running as we're doing right now, could we see a play action coming up soon? You have 2 receivers. You have Jacaden Davis and Herndon up top. Trey is by himself right now.
Yeah, 3 tight ends, 2 receivers, and just Hamilton in the backfield. And now he goes back to pass. Got some pressure coming, but makes the completion. Ooh. And how about these moves? Jacaden Davis just doesn't want to go down. He's near the chains and should have a first down on the Royse City side of the 50.
Sidestepping not once but twice, making you miss.
Got me over here letting out some Ric Flair whoops.
Making you miss there. And Trey had to get rid of that ball very quickly. Got rid of the ball, got it into Davis' hands, and he was able to do the rest, come up with the first down as we're coming up with under a minute left in this first quarter.
13th catch of the year for Davis, as we're under 40 seconds now left in quarter number 1. Hobbs going to split out wide right. 4 receivers set for the Lobos. And again, they're going to run. Hamilton up the middle, gets spun around at the 45-yard line, and that's probably going to be the last play of this first quarter.
Yeah, it looks like he had some running room there, but as soon as he crossed that first wave of the line there was nothing he was going to be able to find. And it looks like with the ball right here at the 45-yard line, we're just going to flip it, change it 10 yards, and go the next way to start the second quarter.
So quarter number 1's in the books. We'll flip the little 10-yard walk around and get ready for quarter number 2. 7-0 Lobo lead here on Longview Game Day.
I'm attorney Marty Young. When you or your loved ones are involved in a catastrophic accident, hire the law firm with a proven track record.
In the last 25 years, no law firm has achieved our results in and out of the courtroom. You need and want to hire the lawyers who get proven results that insurance companies and corporations know about, that insurance and corporations are afraid of. Don't make the mistake of hiring a law firm who is not feared by the insurance industry. We truly hope you never need us, but if you do, we're here to help.
When Laura vowed to love me, in sickness and in health, she wasn't thinking about cancer. But here we are. I'm just grateful my team of experts at Texas Oncology is close by, fighting for me, so I can still start my mornings right here. Hey, I need all of this treatment I can get. I'll see y'all tonight.
We welcome you back. Here on Longview Game Day. Chuck, Zach, Keaton, Daniels, Frank. So it's got a beautiful moon tonight. It's about, I don't know, is it waxing or waning? I never can remember. But it was full a couple days ago, yes. So I'm assuming it's waning now. But we've got a beautiful yellowish moon over the top of Lobo Stadium tonight on a pretty clear night.
I mean, it's in a picture-perfect location right over the stadium. You couldn't ask for a better sight here.
All right, first down and 10 as we start the second empty backfield. Hamilton again looking to Herndon. He's got him. And Herndon, takes a big shot at about the 37-yard line. I believe that was the safety, Tegan Woods, that came up and got him.
I feel like that's a flag on a lot of levels.
Well, it's a good thing that Herndon didn't get hurt there because it looks like the way he got folded up, it didn't look like he was going to be good, but to see him bounce up like that, man, that we definitely saved one.
Well, that's the beauty of being young.
Yes,
and flexible. Gain of 9, third down and 1. To the ground we go, and nope, it's going to be 4th and 1. Here we go again. We had a little struggle in short yardage, really for the duration of this season.
Yep, looks like a loss of 1, brings up 4th and 2. Your offense is going to stay out there. Defense needs to get ready. They bring in some size, and here we go bringing in size as well, too. So knowing that it's going to be run, what are you going to do here to combat that? Because they're bringing in a lot of big bodies.
And we pointed this out earlier in the year, and I think it was maybe around the Ruston game, that they went with the smallest back they've got on this short yardage, and that's Caden Graves, who had that carry again on 3rd down and 1.
Exactly right here.
He's really not going to move the pile. So now it's 4th and almost 2. Hamilton rolls, got a man wide open. That's Cummings. He'll catch it at the 35 and rumble down the sideline. Still on his feet as he breaks the tackle. And they say he went out of bounds. No, he went out of bounds at the 20-yard line.
Man, good heads-up play there, being 4th and short, bringing in all big bodies. Coach Sanders showing you that I know what you're doing. You think we're going to run it. I'm a run play action. Get my fullback out to the flats, who has some good hands there. He cuts it upfield and barely steps out of bounds. Otherwise, he was going to be in for a touchdown.
We got jumpy on the horn.
Yeah.
We didn't have a touchdown that time, but whoever's running the horn thought we did. So it's first down at the 20-yard line.
And it's hard for him. He's on the far end zone from us. He doesn't have the jumbotrons at his leisure right now.
First down, Lobos. Back to Cummings. This time fullback dive for 3. Second down and 7.
Cummings runs that ball up the hole, gets about 4 yards. Not as much as he wants to, as he's trying to break free. The senior is trying to leave his mark there and score a touchdown tonight, but he got the ball now inside of the red zone, and the Lobos are cooking.
So far, 4 different receivers have caught balls for Longview tonight. Second down and 7. Herndon's coming in closer to the line left side. And Hamilton got a handoff. How about sweeping to the 15? Mason's going to be down around the 11. Late hit, but no flag coming in as the defender kind of fell on top of Mason. He's short of the first by about a yard.
Running the ball up the left side, man. Normally when you get to the second and third level, man, you think that we were going to be able to break that free, easily get a first down, but get stopped short of the first down here. Here we go, third and short here from the goal outside the 10-yard line.
Got to get to 10 for the first down. They're big, heavy package again as Hamilton's got his 3 tight end set, got a fullback in front of tailback, and I believe we got our second tailback in there. Frazier, hand off to him. He'll move the pile. And while number 11 was hanging on, trying to do something to bring him down, there was no helping. Kingston Rogers, the sophomore defensive lineman, had no chance holding on to Frazier and keeping him from the first down.
Big Frazier utilizing his size to his advantage, falling forward, not going to make you tackle him, and he's going to fall back. He did what a big back like that is supposed to do, and that's get a first down.
This is what the doctor ordered here. Slowed the game down. It feels like we're approaching 12 plays this drive.
I don't know why they felt like a hurry, but they do. Here's Cummings open again. They decide instead to go back of the end zone. There's Herndon for the touchdown, and it's 13-0 Lobos.
Well, it's a family affair. Frazier gets the carry. The next play, his cousin finishes the drive off. Herndon showing you his hands going up top, elevating up to catch that ball there. Trey doing what a good quarterback's supposed to do, go through his progressions, come away easy for a 6 to put the Lobos in the 2-score lead.
All right, so 2 things have happened with that catch, and we'll come back to him after the point after as Felipe Ayala comes on for the point after try. Kick is up. He's got it. It's 14-0 Lobos. So here's your 2 things that happened. Number 1, Herndon just caught his second ball of the day. That moves him ahead of Kerry Fortson to 4th for a single season most catches at 44. Second thing, with that touchdown catch, he's tied Eric Hawkins for the 6th best single season touchdown record for a Lobo receiver.
Shout out to Juice, Kerry Fortson. What's up, cousin? You just got passed. But, man, when somebody's passing you on that list, man, they're doing some great things. And, Eric, you're next.
Well, I tell you what, if we get another one, then we move him into the top 5 list, tied with Hale and Dorian Leonard.
Top five.
For 11 touchdowns in a season. All right. Nice start for Trey Hamilton. Let's not forget that. He's 5 of 7. 61 yards and 2 scores in a little more than a quarter. Lobos have a 14-0 lead. That drive, by the way, 15 plays, 80 yards.
Excellent drive there by the Lobos. Just, if anything, just running off 15 plays, you showing command of your offense and showing a level of contentment that I'm gonna keep pounding and there's nothing you can do to stop it. They got to be demoralizing.
At about 9:35 off the clock. As we stop the clock with 8:55 following that touchdown. Here's a little pooch kick this time by the Lobos by Luna, and they're going to get it out to the 35, 36-yard line.
A little extra plays going on there. Coach Berry is meeting some of his players out there in the number to keep them contained, knowing that we have a bigger game to play here, and all that fighting outside of the plays, it needs to be null and void.
Well, they're putting this thing down on the 40-yard line. Must have been a Was there an offside penalty I missed?
And referee didn't call anything. So
They're putting us at a weird spot. 39 is what I guess they've agreed with. Where that play ended. Seemed like it was about 5 yards back.
Yeah, and he definitely got tackled at the 36-yard line, looking at the replay screen. But they get an extra 3 yards. Maybe they thought they needed.
First down, Richardson faking the pass, going to run with it. Boy, he's quick. And we'll get down to around the 50-yard line for a gain of, it looks like 11, and they'll move the chains.
From your captain there, you know he's gonna have a command on his offense. Looks like there was a trickery call there. He was able to find a way up the seam, able to bust way through, get positive yards to get the ball at midfield for a first down.
Jamian Richardson with his team down by 2 scores, trying to get them moving in the positive direction. He'll roll to his right. Looking, pressure coming. That pass short as he was trying to get it into the hands of Bryson Arney, incomplete.
A one-man route pretty much, as he was the only receiver on that side. As he's rolling to the right, as your safety is rolling down, you got to know it's a pass. I need to get underneath that, make it a tougher throw, potentially get my hands on the ball to get a turnover there. So that's something that you want to think about is if you're that safety and you're rolling down into coverage like that.
Second down and 10 at the 50. Richardson kind of doing what the Lobos are doing as well, getting to the line, eyeballing it, then looking back at his coach on the sideline for what they want to run. They'll flip their tight end, Hunter Hayes. And handoff. Nope, it's going to be Richardson keeping it. Boy, he started going inside, spun outside. Boy, somebody hit the A button right there, and he goes down to about the 42-yard line.
He hit a whoop-de-doo and got himself some positive yards there. Spun looked like when he didn't need to. Was able to get positive yards there for a gain of what they need and one to get a first down.
The A button. That was Sega Genesis.
That's right.
It's
that's
a circle button
that's
nowadays.
Old school, baby. That's an A. All right, back to pass. They're going to throw one to Arney. Lobo's trying to get there and almost did, but Arney makes a very nice move to avoid getting dropped for a loss. And we got a late flag, and I think this one's going to be against Royse City.
Yeah.
It looks like, was it Hampton Williams got thrown to the ground.
And he can actually stay out there with his helmet coming off. It's a penalty on him. He can actually stay into the game. He doesn't have to check out.
So they advanced the ball near the 30-yard line, but a late flag came in there. And I don't know if they're going to call that after the play.
Yeah, I think so.
It certainly didn't impact what was going on down the field, but there is a flag down. It looks like Royse City's going to be the one that's going to have to walk back for this. Checking in Preston Horton for Longview, and they finally get a chance to move some defensive players in and out with the stoppage on the penalty.
And also it looks like we're going to our nickel look there. It looks like Dixon is checking in as well. Not Dixon, I'm sorry. Looks like that's Adams. Adams checking in.
Yeah.
So isn't that positive for the Lobos?
Well, they said after the play.
So 3rd and 1 turns into...
See, but that doesn't make any sense. If it's after the play, they should have had the first down. The penalty becomes then first down with a 15-yard loss. So
I believe he literally just said that. The guys on the chain haven't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they just haven't corrected.
Okay. Well, then we're all on the same page. So they get the first down.
And they're still slow to change it. Here they go.
And then they're going to tack on the penalty after the play. So they'll move them back to the 50-yard line where it'll be first down and 10.
Here we go, walking our safety down. And here they are shifting their two players in.
Empty backfield. Lobo's a little confused. Richardson looking to throw. Middle of the field. Boy, Tubb had a beat on it and couldn't quite get his hands on it as it was a fastball to the middle of the field, second down and 10.
Yep. Coach House, your DB coach, was definitely signaling to them to watch this, watch that. And I almost came away if Tubb could have got his hands on the ball with a little bit of an oski.
Hey.
That's a pick.
Tubb plays the hot corner in baseball, so I know he's capable of making that play. Things come at you quickly over at third base.
Absolutely.
So second down and 10 at the 50.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout. Yep. Otherwise, the coaches are just
Timeout here with 7:28 left to go in this first half. The Royse City Bulldogs didn't like the look that they was giving, so they're calling the timeout with the ball at midfield here.
With things happening so quickly, we'll knock some ad reads out. HTO, need some real refreshment. Good news, HTO is open now in Longview. Dive into dozens of flavors of real and real delicious fresh brewed iced tea, from coconut and Georgia peach to Texas chai and cherry. Mix and match to your heart's content to find your favorite combo, and with tons of premium fresh brewed coffee, drinks, and crave-worthy snacks to choose from, there's plenty of real refreshment no matter what you're craving. Welcome to your happy place, open now at 2000 Toller Road. And we'll talk about Highland Park next. How about that? Highland Park Home Health. You all know Joe Carroll Cox from the Lobo store, but her real job when she's not volunteering for the Lobos is serving as a patient care advocate business development manager at Highland Park Home Health. If you or your loved ones find yourselves needing therapy or nursing in the home after a hospitalization or new diagnosis, please reach out to Joe Carroll and the great staff at Highland Park Home Health. Back to you, Chuck, just in time.
All right, second down and 10. Out of the timeout, 7:28 left to play here in the half. 14-0 Lobos on top. Jamie and Richardson moving receivers around. Cole Crawford goes from left to right. They haven't run much, and they're not going to here. Again, quick pass. That's Arnie. Runs away from the defender and will still be on his feet, spinning down to the 10-yard line as he picks up 40.
Getting in space, being able to get downfield very quickly here. It looks like that timeout was very much of what they needed, as they was at the ball, had the ball at midfield, and they just reeled off about a good 40 to 41 yards off that play.
So first down at the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal. Again, Lobos have come up quickly, but can't get their breakdown and make the tackle. This is your expertise here. What are we doing?
You got to come up very fast and come up and make plays. When you're not playing fast, when you're not getting yourself in the right position, this is a result of what's going to happen here.
On first down, Richardson keeping it himself, and nothing doing. He gets double team. First, it was Tyson Johnson, then Preston Horton after maybe a yard, and I don't even know if he got that. Second down and goal.
And I want to go back to the last play, the big gainer there. When you have your slot receiver lined up in the middle of the field there, and nobody comes down and checks him or watches him, that is a recipe for disaster all night long. So you got to come down, you got to fill your gaps, play your coverage zone to be able to eliminate those big plays.
Jacorian Howard checking in for the Lobos defensive line. Second down, he's going to keep it again, and again gets just swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be third down at about the 8.5-yard line.
And there's an injury down. Big lineman for Royse City is down hurt. But, man, linebackers was flowing so fast, made him have to cut back into some traffic to where some big bodies was at. Brings up pretty much a gain of 1 yard. 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 9 now here.
And 77's a big boy, too. He is Cureen Mayo, a sophomore offensive lineman. They got some big offensive tackles.
Some big sumo wrestlers down there, some big guys.
Third down and goal. You figure passing down. Xavier Brown in the game at tailback. Richardson back, looking towards the end zone. Got a man. That's touchdown in the end zone.
Touchdown there, kind of threw it off his back foot. Found this slot guy running a quick out there. Safety wasn't able to get there fast enough, and that was an easy catch there. And it puts the Bulldogs on board.
Cole Crawford with the catch. That is his first touchdown of the season, and it's a 14-6 game. 5:24 left here in the first half. Emilio Brito, the kicker, coming on. Crawford, who just caught the touchdown, holds for the point after. It's up and good, and we got a 14-7 game. We're going to take a timeout. 5:24 left to play in the first half. You're watching us here on Longview Game Day.
In Longview, we know what it means to chase greatness. We've tasted the glory of state championships, and we've pushed through the weight of adversity. For a town that's often overlooked, our pride runs deep. At Longview Eye Associates, we believe in seeing the end goal clearly, whether it's on the field, in the classroom, or in life. Because just like the Lobos, we never stop reaching for higher expectations. Longview Eye Associates, proud to care for our community. Proud to support the Longview Lobos.
Well, there's your answer drive from Royse City. 9 plays, 61 yards. They took 2.5 minutes to drive down the field and get themselves a 9-yard touchdown reception from Cole Crawford to make this a 14-7 game. And if nothing else, the Lobos have more work to do here in the last 5.5 of this half.
Yep, let's see what they can do that can answer them scoring. See what they got up their sleeves now, because they're starting to bring you some pressure. They're not letting Trey sit back there too much to get comfortable on his passes.
Carter and Graves back deep for the Lobos. About the 10-yard line. And here's Brito's kick. Going to hit this one all the way into the end zone. Don't worry about it as he drops it about 4 yards back, and we'll bring it out to the 25-yard line.
We've got a score update. Sorry, Keaton. Our city mate, Spring Hill, on the road tonight in Pittsburgh in a winner-take-all. Winner gets the 4th playoff spot in the district, trail by 10 as they get closer to the first half.
Let's go Spring Hill.
Over in Pittsburgh.
Good friend Tony Rivera, the defensive coordinator of that Panther Ball Club.
And New Diana in the same boat. They win their end out at Elkhart, all tied up heading into half.
All right, we're going to put the ball down and maybe get ready to do a little action here. First half numbers, Lobo with 7 first downs. Bulldogs have 9. We picked up 99 yards total offense. They've got 136. Trey Hamilton in the backfield will empty it out and quickly get a toss over there. That is Graves trying to make some folks miss, and he'll get about 2 yards, and it'll be second down, and we'll make it 7 up at the 28-yard line.
A long handoff is what we'll call that, as Graves was able to, have to come back, has to catch the ball, spin up, make a man miss there, but gets positive yards and being able to get to, looks like he got 3 yards out of that catch.
Sean Davis coming into the game. And looks like we're also getting Jaden Washington in there. Second down and 7. We'll stay with Graves in the backfield. Herndon's going to split out wide left. Darrow Harris picking him up.
All the way down here to the numbers here.
No help either.
Well, that's quick to Hamilton. Boy, he shot out of there like a cannon, and we'll get the first down as he picks his way down the field. But
on 15, they grabbed his face mask. I saw it on the screen here.
We got all kinds of action downfield, but Lobo blockers were good 15, 20 yards down the field. Marion Pickren, I believe, was taking the block all the way near the 50-yard line.
Yeah, the refs they're not going to throw a flag there. Keep this drive going, but he picks up a first down. As like you said, he darted through that line and just exploded out. Once he saw nobody was going to pick him up. Oh, there he goes here.
Yeah, he grabbed Trey's face mask towards the end of the run there.
Yeah, I saw it too. I saw the late flag, but then it didn't look like the referee, the head ref, was going to call anything.
We're going to lose our down and distance and clock here shortly as the iPad is about to go dead. Luckily, we'll get a chance to charge up at halftime. So it was kind of an impromptu scoreboard created right before kickoff, folks. We apologize.
First down and 10 on the Royse City side of the 50, 48-yard line. Clock stopped at 4:49.
Royse City has everybody inside in the box. One-on-one coverage.
Handing off, and that's Frazier for nothing really. Boy, there's a lot of extracurricular going on between Sean Davis and the corner on that side. That is Tavion Moore. They got tangled up pretty bad there, and a lot of late pushing by Moore, and Davis is asking the official, what's that?
Yeah, a lot of disappointment there. When you see the team sell out to stop you on the run, and you got one-on-one coverage on the outside. This is 3 straight weeks that we really hadn't done anything to kind of combat that. I know tonight we've been running a lot more at them, but when you see a team that's just trying to stop you, and you got weapons on the outside, you would like to utilize them, especially in the one-on-one coverage. You feel like one-on-one is one on none.
Second down and 10 after Frazier's no gain. Hamilton back to pass, rolling. Going to try to get one into Graves' hands and just kind of threw it off the mark. Trey just hasn't looked exactly on point so far tonight.
And got to give credit to this Bulldog team. They're getting there with their front four, getting to him very quickly, not letting him settle his feet as much there. And that was just a throw that just kind of he had to throw it in between the linemen, and he put some zip on it, and it got past Graves there and brings up third down now.
Hobbs and Davis checking into the game now for the Lobos as they go a little more speed on the outside. Herndon coming down far left.
They have a nickel look in with 3 down linemen now, but they're coming up, showing you 2 blitz off the top.
And they do. Here they come. Hamilton setting up the screen. That's caught. Can you get to the first down? Sure can. Tell you what, pretty good run by Graves as he gets to the 34-yard line. They needed 10. He got 15.
Graves is showing you what he can do in space there. Catches the ball, gets upfield, makes the tackler who can tackles him and stop this drive, makes him miss, cuts upfield, gets a big-time first down. Excellent play call there. Calling a screen there when you got a blitz, two backers or two defenders coming off the right side edge at the top.
Graves has become a very nice weapon out of the backfield. It took him a while to figure it out. But Coach Sanders has really liked using him coming out of the backfield. So first down, 34-yard line.
Sure hand running back that's definitely making some good catches.
Herndon's back in the slot. We go back to the ground. Right up the middle, rumbling for about 8.5, almost 9 yards. And it'll be second down and short as Keelan gets a carry.
Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. That's Keelan Cummins making a big-time play there, 9 yards there to bring up second and short.
And Lobos quickly back to the line of scrimmage, and they go back to the same play again. And that's going to be enough for the first down at the 23-yard line.
Your big back say, feed me, feed me. I'm feeling it. Comes away with the first down. He wasn't going to be denied as the tacklers was trying to tackle him at the line. He shakes him off of him, and he falls forward there, gets the first down. It keeps his drive alive going on 3 minutes now.
After a long absence, we get Mason back in the game. Washington, the deep back at the 32-yard line. Lobo's out of the eye. Hamilton under and then looks back. 2:30 left to play in this first half. Longview up by 7. Well, they're bringing everybody up into the line. Hand off to Mason. Got a little bit of room. Got the 20, the 15, and down to the 11. First down and 10.
Mason zigzagging, but he's getting upfield. A run that I know Coach Wilson approves of as he gets the first down right there at the 10-yard line. Brings up first and goal.
See, it looked like he got down to the 11. They should have been able to pick up another one, but instead, we're going to hand it off to him again, and he'll bounce his way to about the 8-yard line, maybe the 7, where it's second down and goal.
Staying in the same formation, runs it, do the same running play there. It looks like Mason is checking out, and there is the referee is stopping the clock.
2-minute warning.
2-minute warning, yep.
All right, well.
Still getting us. 10 weeks in.
Well, I saw
every
2:02. I see 2:02 on the clock, so.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense, does it?
Now here he's going to call it.
All right, so we'll get the 2-minute break, if you will. Lobos will have second down and goal when we come back. You staying here? You're taking a break, Frank?
Let's take a quick break.
All right. Coming right back here on Game Day.
I really think their customer service is second to none. They are just so welcoming and kind, and then the atmosphere is beautiful, and they're so precious. Every single time I come in, I always ask if they can clean my jewelry. They do that without hesitation. They give me hugs. They make sure I'm welcome, feel at home, and then I usually walk away with a piece, not gonna lie. So I have to limit myself going in, but it is always such a great experience, and I really enjoy getting to go in there. You feel like family.
All right, we're back. 2 minutes left in the first half. Lobo's trying to cash in here on what has already been a 9-play drive. It's gone 68 yards. These are back-to-back long drives for the Lobos. 15-play drive to start this second quarter, and now a 9-play drive that's looking right now as it knocks on the doorstep. Potential answer to what Royse City just did.
What do we have some
what's
communication going on here?
I wonder if he's having the, hey, guys, let's get a little chippy talk.
And Trey wasn't liking it. He was signaling to the coaches what's going on.
I think you're right. I think the White Hats kind of said we need to knock off the extracurricular shenanigans. And even the folks who are on Facebook with us are kind of commenting on it looks like Royse City's gotten a little bit, I hate to use the word dirty. They're using it, but I get it.
And they're getting away with it, too.
Yep. So we'll try it again. Second down and goal at the 7-yard line. Cummings in the backfield along with Hamilton. Low snap. Trey got pressure coming, steps up. Bullet right at the goal line. Sean Davis with his second touchdown of the game. And Longview's up 20-7.
Sean Davis, have yourself a first half, young man. Catch number 2 turns into touchdown number 2. We see you, senior, with the big-time catch there, coming away with 2 scores in this first half.
All right, Lobos, 10-play drive, 75 yards, and a chance to make this a 2-score lead. Royse City's going to have 153 to play with. Ayala on for the point after try. And it's up and good. We'll make it 21-7.
So Longview answers with another touchdown. Just like Royse City did, they come back and answer with another. With 2 minutes left to go, you know you got time to throw the ball now. This is where last week we kind of put ourselves in a little bit of a situation there. It looks like North Forney was going to be able to come away with some points as they railed off a big-time running play as we set back soft coverage there. But you want to see what the defense is going to do.
And this kickoff brought to you by Emily Ramey over at Sig Ramey Insurance. As your local Sig insurance agent, with over 20 years of experience in the insurance industry, Emily Ramey helps customers like you identify the insurance coverage that best fits your needs. This process is very straightforward and personalized to help make you smarter about insurance. Give her a call at 903-235-5658, but make sure that Grayson College isn't playing baseball. She ain't answering the phone.
She's not going to answer then. As her son Cole, who's pitching on the diamond in college right now, she's going to follow her son, and I don't blame her.
And we just lost our iPad. Sorry, folks. It's gone black.
We'll keep you posted. Minute and 53 left before the end of this first half.
Hamilton, 8 of 11, 85 yards, and 3 touchdowns in this first half. Gives him 15 on the season now.
Means I get to hang out for a few minutes.
And I don't want to jinx that, but 15 touchdowns and 1 interception.
Mm-hmm. If he need to do a better job in, finding the slot guys.
A little shorter kick. This one going to bounce at about the 15-yard line. And the Lobos trying to find the kick returner, and finally they'll get him down around the 29.
Again, jersey, helmets comes off. As you see, these guys are a little bit handsy. And I'm watching them too, man. Those guys, they definitely fighting a lot.
And reminder, we've got all 3 timeouts left, 1:45 here. If they mess around and give us the football back, we got a chance for a 2-for-1 here. They could probably put this thing away. A lot of it depends on what Royse City decides to do here offensively.
Lobos are acting like they should have gotten some yardage marked backward for Royse City and didn't get it. They started lining up about 10 yards back, and the official went, no, get back to the line of scrimmage. So 29-yard line, that's where Royse City, trailing by 2 scores, will take over.
Watch for a potential quarterback draw here.
They're going to roll their man. Sideline toss, a good hands catch, tiptoeing down the sideline and stepping out of bounds around the 37-yard line. That's Jonathan Williams with the catch and run.
Looked like the safety who rolled down, took a bad ankle there to give up more yards there. It's more yards that you don't need to give up. You need to be able to take the right angle, take the right shoulder, tackle your guy, tackle him out of bounds to save some time. But you want to be able to stop him earlier.
Gain of about 7, so 2nd down and 3. Richardson going to hand off. They'll burrow up the middle and should have a 1st down as the clock's going to stop on this at about the 40-yard line.
1st down run there. Quarterback hands off to the running back. Clock stops only momentarily, and now it stops again. 1:33 left to end this first half.
Xavier Watson with the carry for 4. So 1st down and 10. Richardson back, got a little pressure coming, slings that ball, and again, tipped by Lawson Tubb, who got both hands up again. They've seen something on tape about Richardson throwing the ball because the Lobos are getting more deflections right around the line of scrimmage than I've seen all year long.
And the Royse City Bulldogs, they want a flag there, but that ball was tipped, and that's going to negate any type of flag activity.
Tubb had to get up to get his hands on that one. That was an excellent play by your junior linebacker.
2nd down and 10 at the 40. Clock stop, 119, excuse me. We're going to run big running back in late into this play. Back to pass Richardson. Got pressure coming. He's going to try to run away from him, and he does. And they'll finally take him out of bounds. Carter's going to take him out of bounds at around the 50-yard line. That's enough for 10 yards and a first down.
And a lot of coaches is fussing at the head official as he missed a blindside block, which is illegal, and they're fussing at him, letting him be known there. And the referee is blind to it, turns his hand, and signal first down at midfield now. A minute and 11.
You know, even on that pass rush, we weren't taking great angle again and let him outside where we could have driven him back into all these teammates. We took a bad angle. First down. Richardson again going to try to toss one up toward his tight end. That's caught, and we take another bad play. What in the world?
Oh, my.
Tell you what, T.J. Jackson, I'm not sure what he was looking at right there, but instead of making contact with the tight end, it almost looked like he thought that ball was overthrown and didn't want to hit him late. Either way, Hayes going to take that 50 yards for a touchdown, and we got a one-score game with a minute left in the half.
Almost looked like he saw a 235-pound receiver and thought twice about made a business decision there. I hope that's not what happened, but on tape it kind of looks that way.
And that's a result of play right there would get you beat. If you don't take the right angle there, you would get beat. It's small plays like that, minimal plays like that if you don't make the right angle, it will cause you to give up bigger and bigger plays there. And then here we go again. You try to get a hit stick on a guy that's 240-something pounds. You're not going to knock him off. How about you go up there and just make a play for the ball and try to knock it down?
Well, we didn't even touch him, though.
Compete.
Yeah, we didn't even touch the guy.
Yes.
And watching it here on our replay, I'm not sure what Jackson was doing there. I'm not necessarily sure. I don't agree with Frank on that. Kick is up and good. We'll make it 21-14 with a minute left in the half.
You see him there. You know you're an undersized safety there going against a very bigger defender. How about you go up top, go get the ball and try to knock it down if you're not going to knock him down.
The only positive is it gave the Lobos enough time with the 3 timeouts that we could answer here.
Big time plays there.
Frustrating.
It's very frustrating. You don't want to give up. If you're a defender or if you like defense, man, those are plays that are not conducive to making you play further and further into the playoffs.
I can tell your former safety, the headset came off.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, and you know what? Do you want to be the guy sitting in film? Was it tomorrow they're going to do film? You want to be that guy?
You don't want to get called out on that.
No, you don't want. I mean, that's a play. And we're not harassing TJ here or anybody else, but that's a play you got to make contact with the guy. You can't Deion Sanders tackle
it's a
here.
microcosm of the losses we've had this season. Just little stuff like that pile up.
And my last comment to that is we're week 10, week 11 into the season. Those are plays that has to be put aside, and you can't allow that to happen this late into the season.
All right, so Lobos will get the ball back with a chance for, as Frank said, maybe a 2-for-1. That's not the way you wanted to do it, but okay, this one sails into the end zone. We'll get it out the 25-yard line. A little bit on the frustrating side here for how we expect the team to play.
Yeah, I hope you guys getting a good look at this moon that we were talking about early in this quarter. It's just right over Lobo Stadium there, as you have exactly 1 minute left to go in this first half. Longview Lobos, I believe, have 3 timeouts.
I think so.
Have 3 timeouts. The quarterback has been, the defensive line has been able to get to Trey a little bit. He hasn't been able to settle his feet quite like he'd like, but he has 2 touchdowns tonight already, so playing good ball.
All right, well, you got 3 timeouts, and we say we think because our board's not working, so we don't really know the official things. We think they've got 3 and Royse City's got 2.
Yes, sir.
So first down at the 25, and the ball's on the ground. Trey's got to go get it, and he'll throw the ball in a dangerous spot. There's not actually a receiver within 10 or so yards of that ball, but it's going to be second down and 10.
Getting it past the line of scrimmage, the referee signaled that he was trying to get it there, but he just wasn't able to put much into it. It's just not going to be intentional ground and brings up second down, as he was able to save our bacon there, get the ball, get it corralled, and just get it out of his hands very quickly.
When we start the second half, Lobos will get the ball since they deferred. A couple of low snaps in this game. And we're there now. Hamilton going to roll and keep it himself. We're just trying to make some positive yards, and we'll get it near the 39-yard line. That's a first down. They'll stop the clock and reset the chains.
Stops it at 45 seconds. That is going to be our first time out.
We believe, and when we said we have technical difficulties, it's everybody. The actual big scoreboard here at Lobo Stadium is not functioning at all. So the folks here aren't getting to see replays. There's no clock, there's no score, there's no down and distance, there's no timeouts displayed. So they're working hard to get it fixed. No one can figure out what happened. So in case you're wondering, that's why we don't know.
All right, so it's 39-yard line. Lobos up by 7. So realistic field goal range for Ayala is probably going to be ball around the 25-yard line.
Has a good leg for it for sure. The wind is not blowing any crazy direction. If you want to say it's blowing, it looks like it's blowing west, but very low speed.
We can avoid all that if we just send Herndon deep here.
You need about 35 yards to get into that field goal range. Herndon's going to be far left. Davis in the slot. Hamilton back to pass. And they're going to launch one up, but it's not toward him. It's toward Graves, who will catch it and go out of bounds at the 25-yard line. They used Herndon as a decoy and ran a post, and behind him they dropped Graves in there for the wheel route, and he's going to bring it down to about the 23-yard line.
And Trey showing you the strength of his arm, throwing off his back foot, letting that ball touch the sky, come down with his Caden Graves there, your running back, running a wheel route, is able to secure that catch, get the ball right outside right outside the red zone, and an excellent job of getting that ball and getting out of bounds. Stopping the clock at 38 seconds.
Yep, Mason going to check back in. Now they're really close to, you would think, about the field goal range we've talked about. From here it would be a 40-yarder.
Here we go, lining up with 2 backs, 1 tight end, showing blitz.
Play action, got a man. Here it comes toward Herndon. He's at the goal line, touchdown Lobos.
Big play there, touchdown number 2, Jaden Herndon. He runs the post, catches it on the opposite goal line or the opposite pylon that he ran from. Takes his man across the world, catches it, easy catch there, touchdown number 4 tonight. I get beat up over here.
Is that 4 passing touchdowns for Trey?
That is 4.
Oh boy, as we know, last week he tied the school record with 5.
Yep.
If Royse City can keep the Bulldogs in this game, we might have a school record on the verge tonight.
2 more touchdowns, he can get broke.
Herndon's got his 11th of the season. Ayala's kick is up and good, tying with Jalen Hale and Dorian Leonard for most touchdown catches in a season. We'll take a break. We're coming right back here on Longview Game Day.
Our offense was dominating this year. Fast, powerful, virtually unstoppable. In fact, the only slow member of the team was me. When I was sidelined with ankle pain, it put the whole season at risk. So, just like when my players need the best care, I turned to a proven provider. Now, I'm back in the game.
Get the care you need at physician-owned Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital, or visit tsjh.org to find a specialist today.
House party? We got you covered. Office meeting? Come on, treat them right. Game day? You know we're here for it. Get your taco, nacho, or fajita bar today, only at Juicy's Taco.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we can do that too. 4 plays, 75 yards. The big one, the pitch and catch to Caden Graves, but the touchdown to Herndon, his 2nd of the game, Trey's 4th touchdown pass of the game, and the Lobos are back up by 2 scores. And they left 31 seconds for Royse City. I don't know if that's good or not.
All jokes aside, Keaton, I might need you to download an app at halftime for our scoreboard.
DeLuna going to kick this one short. It'll be caught at the 18-yard line. Slow getting started, and the Lobos eat up the return man. He won't get much more than the 21 or 22.
And again, a little extracurricular activities, and here come a late flag. I think it's actually going to be on this Royse City Bulldogs, as there was some late action going on. You got a team that doesn't have any. They're not fighting for anything. They're out there trying to put some guys down, and you're doing it way past the whistle.
Now the Lobos still have 2 timeouts left. We'll potentially see some decisions on the sideline here about what we want to do. Start with where this penalty is. They called it on Longview.
Oh my goodness.
And looks like no answer back for offsetting. So we give them the 22-yard line and then hand them 15 yards on the penalty.
I see a late guy getting slung down. I see a Lobo getting slung down there, but I guess the referee sees it not being egregious. calls a personal foul on us, gets them the ball at the 37-yard line with 24 seconds left to go. Up 2 scores.
I tell you what, they ought to be a little bit grateful that John King's up in the booth and not down on the field.
Another horrible angle and late reacting to the play, not being able to get his hands on the ball, comes away with the first down at midfield. There, again, your safety's got to come downfield and got to read and react and play a lot faster than what they're doing.
So timeout on the field. Ball's going to be up at the 50-yard line. There are 19 seconds left in this first half.
See Coach House, the DB coach. He's over there fussing at his players, telling them, "You get this look. What are we doing here?"
Right.
He's over there coaching on the fly. He's gonna have to take one player, especially from the secondary group, and just get mad and just say, "Man, I'm tired of all of this, and I'm just gonna go out there and make a play to bring some life into this defense." Defense looked flat to me tonight.
Yep.
A team that's, after giving up so many points, 56 points last week, not flying around with a lot of confidence right now.
We're playing, with a nickel package here. So we got 3 safeties in there. Is Adams, Pierce,
It looked like Horton.
and Nelson, Hobart Nelson are all back there. So you got 3 safeties playing against this 5-receiver set that Royse City has. So first down, 19 seconds left in the half.
And everybody rolled down, too.
Ball's on the 50. We haven't gotten any pressure at all on him, and they're going to get a ball to Arnie. He'll step out of bounds after 10 yards. Clock stops with 13 seconds left.
And I don't like the look that we're in. Everybody looking like a man-to-man defense. There was an in-and-out move from the receiver at the bottom. I hope that this Royse City coaching staff did not see. With 13 seconds left to go in this game clock, they're going to definitely need to get some big-time junk yards here very quickly.
1st and 10 at the 40. Crawford in motion. He resets. Back to pass again. Quick toss. That one behind Crawford, incomplete. Stops the clock with 10 seconds.
Quick pass there. The receiver who was running in motion. Looks like he was running towards the sideline as a stalk block and then turns around. The ball was thrown to him very quickly. He turns around, the ball is sailing right past him before he can even make a play at it.
And I'm not sure exactly what the goal of that one was. That was only going to be about a 5-yard gain. Richard going to keep this one. He's going to head out of bounds at around the 34-yard line. That gets him down to 5.5 seconds left. And now we're basically down to 1 play. Maybe 2 if it's quick.
We're talking about a 50 or yarder or so from here, so maybe a quick pass to the sidelines, then a Hail Mary type throw here, or what are you thinking, Chuck?
That looks like Burritos. They started him coming on the kicker, and then they turned around and walked him back off. I think it's a little too far.
I agree, and the coaching staff is out there on the field here, and I'm surprised these referees. They're so far back, but I'm surprised the referees are just letting it happen.
And this may be one of those. I'm gonna throw a quick one. They're gonna have to take a timeout. They'll run out of play clock. This may be one where they think he's maybe just a little shy. With 5.5 seconds, you can throw one more sideline route real fast, get yourself 4 or 5 yards, leave about a second left, and give him a shot at maybe a 50-ish yard field goal.
And if I was Coach Barry, knowing that, I would probably put our defense in the cover 2 look here, making sure our safeties know to not get beat over the top like we did on that last drive. So you put yourself in a gamble position, or you can just roll the safety down and make sure your cornerback gets over the top of that and run a sky cover 2 look here. Kind of confused the offense a little bit with that cover 2 look. It's something I know that we're capable of because we ran that during the 7-on-7 period during the summertime. So I would definitely put us in the cover 2 look here, whether it's you running the cornerback down in the flats or you running him deep in the half there. But I would make sure as that's a mute point, they're lining up with a field goal.
They're going to try it anyway.
It's a 51-yarder.
So they're going to come out and try what will be about a 51-yarder. Emilio Brito is their kicker. Crawford the holder.
If you make this, sign him up to get him a scholarship somewhere.
I think we're calling timeout, and we might consider putting number 6 back there beneath the goalpost, just in case, Keaton.
Now, you don't have to block this, obviously. It's a 2-score game right now. However, do you feel like if you've watched film this week, you have a chance? Because I don't know if this is the one you want to waste your block on.
Yes.
There's a pretty low percentage kick try. Do you really go out with your 80, block this thing? Now, you get this. It is the last play of the half, potentially. If you block it, you may be able to scoop and score, and it's a short field to do that.
Right
so you're thinking that as well.
Right there with you.
So we got a lot of things to play with.
You know, we've been doing this 5 years, and I don't know that we've seen a 50-plus yarder made on stream. And like I said, I'd still consider sending a return man back.
I don't want to see one now.
Sure.
I'll be okay not having seen one. All right, so we're going to try it again.
And if he hits it, you just tip your cap.
Brito, the senior kicker. Ball's on the right hash. And let's see what we got here. Lobo's not really coming. Carter took a shot at it. Ball on the way. And how about it? He drops it over the crossbar from 51. And there's 0.3 of a second left. They're going to have to kick off to us.
Have a leg, young man. What a heck of a kick. Might be a record here at this stadium, man. What a heck of a kick.
Change the complexion of a ball
game. If anybody
game
has made a kick that long, I would say is Josh Scobie.
Oh, they're going to. All right, well, we're not kicking off. Never mind. That'll be the last play of the half. So the Lobos kind of play back and forth with Royse. We told you this is a better Royse City team than you have seen. Jamian Richardson has much improved from last year. And he's got his team down 28-17 as we're going to get ready to go to the half. Bands are about to take over here in just a second. Let's give you this. Lobos 15 first downs, 88 yards on the ground, 146 through the air. Trey Hamilton 10 of 14 for that 146. He's thrown 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. On the other side, Royse City 14 first downs, 39 yards on the ground, 197 through the air. Their quarterback Richardson 12 of 18. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. There's been 1 lost fumble. That was the opening kick of the game. It led to Lobo points, and that's been the only turnover so far. We go to the locker room with a 28-17 lead and the ball to start the second half.
Have a half.
All things considered, it's not terrible.
Yeah, Lobo's on top by 11. You know, going back and forth. Like you said, this Royse City team is a whole lot better than what we thought than years past. They're coming in to fight, and shout out to them. They're not just laying down because they don't have anything to play for. These guys are playing hard.
All right, we'll give you the Bulldog Band, and then, of course, Big Green Marching Machine Gun. Take the field in just a couple. We're turning off the mics. Enjoy the halftime show. We're back as we get ready to start half number 2 in about 30 minutes.
Good evening, Lobo Nation. Tonight we will honor our 2025 Wall of Honor in Rugby. To thank those who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces, Longview ISD established a Wall of Honor in 2015. The 2 honorees that we will celebrate tonight have served this country bravely and honorably. We are blessed to call them your Lord. Thank you to our inductees and all our servicemen and women in our stands tonight. First, Dustin Wayne Payson. Dustin Wayne Payson, proud graduate of Longview High School, class of 2005, served his country with unwavering courage and distinction in the United States Army. As an Army Ranger, he rose to the rank of E5 and completed 7 years in honorable service. Dustin's dedication and bravery is recognized for his 2 earned in combat while defending his fellow soldiers and his country. His strength, leadership, and sacrifice left a lasting impact on all who served the country. We remember Dustin not only for his military accomplishments, but for the legacy of honor, resilience, and service he leaves behind. He represents the very best of Longview, and his memory continues to inspire future generations. Very good. Number 3 is the proud Lobo graduate from the class of 1986. Williams honored with a show 4 years for the U.S. Navy, completing 6 9-month deployments and playing a key role in the Desert Shield, Desert Storm operations aboard the USS John F. Kennedy and in Operation Iraqi Freedom aboard the USS Cheerleader. He is a highly decorated veteran, receiving the Navy Commendation Medal, Navy Achievement Medal, Combat Action Medal, Southwest Asia Medal, Iraqi Freedom Medal, Kuwaiti Liberation Medal, and Good Conduct Medal. Now serving fellow veterans from the War Fortress VA healthcare system, Marcus completed the lasting impact. He is joined today by his wife, Security sister, Carlos Lanier, and brothers Louis and Kenneth Stewart. Please stand as we honor your servicemen and all the veterans who stand. Thank you for your service and protecting our freedom.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field your 2025-2026 award-winning Royse City High School Golden Devs. Leading the Devs tonight are Social Officers Alexa Sanchez, Sofia Jimenez, and Head Social Officer Peyton Tadish. Dance Officers Lieutenant Aubrey Fisher, Lieutenant Amaya Wilkerson, Lieutenant Katie Cox, First Lieutenant Zenaria Pratt, and Captain Aubrey Tucker. The Deb of the Week is Madison Patton. The Spirit Girl of the Week is Zenaria Pratt. The Golden Devs are under the direction of Director Mrs. Savannah Robinson and Assistant Director Mrs. Caitlin Norvell. Please welcome your 2025-2026 Varsity Golden Devs as they perform their jazz kick routine to the hit song Glamorous. For your halftime entertainment, please welcome to the field the Royse City High School Mighty Bulldog Band. Drum majors for the Mighty Bulldog Band are Jada Nienset, Avery O'Neill, Aloma Porter, and Alexis Quiros. Outstanding marchers of the week are Emily Vargas, Tegan Detzel, Denise Serrano Ortiz, and Cooper Negron. Outstanding leadership team members of the week are Alexa Olguin, Noah Phillip, Dean Atokney, Lucas Raddery, Julie Best, and Kendrick Dom. Outstanding section of the week is the loading crew. The Royse City High School Band would like to thank all of our parents, boosters, and administrators for all of their support this season. The band will be performing their UIL competition show entitled Blink. Soloists in the show include Mallory Pruitt, Kendrick Dom, Alexa Olguin, Noah Phillip, Liam Smith, and Adrian Garrett. Here is the Royse City High School Mighty Bulldog Band.
Officers this year left to right are Senior Lieutenant Avery Foreman, Junior Co-Captain Michaela Davis, Junior Lieutenant Jocelyn Jimenez, Junior Co-Captain Claire Goolsby, and Senior Lieutenant Marissa Wallace. The Viewets will now entertain you with their Streamer Jazz Routine 2, Uptown Funk. Viewette of the Week is Junior Jocelyn Alvarez. Spirit Girl of the Week is Senior Madeline Payne. Teacher of the Week is Journalism Teacher Mr. Nicholas Harris. They are under the direction of Mrs. Debbie McGowan and assisted by Mrs. Haley Cooper. And now, the 2025 Longview High School Majorettes will perform in a dance twirl routine 2, All In, featuring our senior majorettes.
Ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction of drum majors Nancy Easels, Olivia Shepard, and Ryan Castaneda, the Longview Independent School District proudly presents the award-winning Longview High School Lobo Band. This is the Big Green Marching Machine.
All right, Lobo fans, on your feet as the big green marching machine marches the Rockinell off the field. The Lobo band recently completed their competitive marching season. During their competitive season, the Lobo band earned a state record 76th first division at the UAL Region Marching Contest, earned a silver medal at the UAL State Military Marching Contest, and capped it off with a performance at SMA with the Lumberjack Marching Band. The students and directors of the Lobo band would like to thank all the parents, community members, and LISD for their continued support this season. We would also like to thank our silver medal and higher sponsors for this year: Corey and Hoover LLP, Gator Chevrolet, ABC Auto, Weber Landscape, Raising Canes, Rams Paint Body, PCAE Discovery Solutions, Poly Opera, Food by Andy LLC, Police Brothers Excavation, Walmart 4th Street, Longview Mexican Bakery, Eastman Credit Union, Captain Anonymous, Dr. Ryan Peavy, Juicy's Taco, and Bug Emporium. Thank you for your kind attention to tonight's performance, and go Lobo!
All righty. Marathon halftime over.
Yes, indeed. You hear that horn? Here come the Lobos as we get ready to start this second half here. Lobos are up right now, 28-17. Thank you for tuning in. If you're watching us, whether you're YouTube or Facebook Live, man, go ahead and share this. Let everybody know we got a second half of football as we close out the regular season. The Lobos up right now, hoping to close out this half in Lobo fashion as we're capable of.
Let's give you some individual stats for the first half. Mason Washington led the Lobos, 8 carries, 45 yards. Trey Hamilton had 4 for 27. On the other side, Jamian Richardson, 7 for 32. They've basically given up running the football on the Royse City side, and they haven't really had to worry about why not run because Jamian Richardson's 12 of 18, 197 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Trey Hamilton, 10 of 14, 146, and 4 touchdowns. It has become kind of an air show out here. Catching the ball tonight, Caden Graves, 3 catches, 55 yards. Jaden Herndon, 3 for 39 with 2 scores. Sean Davis, 2 for 25 with 2 scores as well. On the other side for them, Bryson Arney has 5 catches for 70 yards. Crawford, 4 for 51 with a touchdown. Hudson Hayes, 1 catch. That was that 50-yard touchdown that made our score, well, what it is right now, 28-17. The highlighted things, we had a fumble on the opening kickoff by Royse City that the Lobos recovered, turned that into points. They hit a 51-yard field goal with no time left in the first half to bring us to 28-17.
Very efficient play by both quarterbacks is making this a tight score game here. A lot of football left to play as the Lobos is getting the ball to start the second half. This Royse City team, again, had have a chance to go 500 to close out their season. You know, they're going to try to pull out all the stops, so don't be surprised if you see a pooch kick, some type of onside variety. It looks like we got a lot of hands guys out there on the field right now, too.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to pull a reverse announcer's jinx. We haven't seen a return touchdown for the Lobos this season.
Well, you
have not seen one yet.
Graves is back deep. Carter's back deep, so you've got 2 guys who have that capability back at around the 10-yard line. Of course, if we go back to last week, we had a 21-point lead at halftime last week, only for the wheels to fall off in the third quarter. So that's got to be the thing right now. Put that one away. Don't let that repeat itself and try to get out of here with a win and heading into the playoffs.
Let's see what type of second half adjustments has been made.
And we'll start with a kick. That's going to go all the way through the back of the end zone. We will come out to the 25-yard line to start the second half.
Now I see why they took that opportunity there to kick that 50-yard field goal. This young man, he's been booming it from the kickoff, on every kickoff there as he did on that field goal to close out the first half.
Lobos have Jaden Jackson at left tackle, Star Shaw at left guard, Beckett Cox the center, Demarion Pickering is the right guard, Braxton Williams the right tackle, Jaden Washington playing tight end, Jordan Hobbs and Sean Davis, along with Jaden Herndon out there at receiver, Mason Washington, Keelan Cummings, the primary backs, although we saw a lot of Caden Graves, and, of course, Trey Hamilton, junior quarterback, leading the Lobos out to start the first series of the second half. First down and 10, 25-yard line. And we're going to go to the air on first down. Had a man, decided instead to throw a little further downfield. That's juggled and dropped out of bounds by Davis. It'll be second down and 10.
Would have been tough for Davis to catch that and stay in bounds as the ball was thrown a little high. Trey rolling to his right, threw it to him. He was wide open there, but you just let the ball sail on him. And as he jumped forward, it was going to be tough to come down as that ball goes incomplete.
Mason checking in, Keelan coming out on the second down and 10. Defensively, Kingston Rogers. I got a lot of sophomores on this team. Kingston Rogers and Herschel Pratt are the ends. They're both sophomores. As they line a three-man front, Caden Williams, 99, is the junior nose tackle. Their linebackers, pretty good linebacking core. Kyron Reyes, number 2, is the senior. He's got 10 tackles a game that he's averaging. We go to the ground to Mason, and he's going to scoot through there for a first down for 11 yards, almost 12 out to the 37-yard line.
Mason exploding through on that run off the left side there, second, third level before he was able to get touched. Exploding so hard there that he finished the run the way a running back is supposed to finish. And that just lowered his shoulder down and let him know that I'm going to get this first down and we're going to keep the ball moving.
9 for 57 for Mason. A first down to open up this second half. Well, they're in the grill of Davis, running the little read option. This is going to be Trey keeping it himself, and he'll fall to the 47-yard line for 10 more and a first down.
I believe this is the third speed option that we ran tonight. Second one, I believe, for the first down is Trey doing his good job, doing an excellent job there, holding that ball there and just exploding through, making the right read. That's 2 consecutive first downs off of running plays there.
Trey over 400 yards rushing for the season now. Go along with his 1780 plus he has thrown for this season. And he is approaching the 2,000-yard mark throwing. Boy, they really got a bunch in the box. Hand off to Mason. If he can get through the wave, and he does for about 6. They're not going to say 5 at the 48-yard line.
Mason showing good wiggle, good vision, exploding up the field, getting positive yard. Again, three running plays this drive, 3 positive plays there, getting the ball past midfield here, bring up second and about 5.
Mason coming out. We're bringing in big man, looks like Tyson Johnson checking in. As he's setting up as a third tight end. On second down and 5, we're at the Royse City 48-yard line. We're going to run that way. Trey's looking for the first down, and he's going to have it at the 42 for a gain of 6.
Quarterback keeper that time. He was keeping it the whole way there as the running back turned into a blocker there, getting everybody out leveraged out there on the edge. Gets more than what he needed to get the first down. As Lobos are being in command here as we taking off 2 minutes off the clock.
Yeah, coming out with this opening drive of the quarter. Last week we went 3 and out and had to punt on the first drive of the third quarter. This time they've eaten up a little bit of clock.
Davis is at quarterback now, and you see Trey at the top at receiver.
Split out wide to the left. Keelan at fullback as Caden Davis is the quarterback at the moment. We'll run Herndon, fake it to him. Davis looking for some room up the middle. He'll get across the 40 for 5 before they all push him backward, but it'll be second down and they say 4 at the 39-yard line.
Davis showing some grit out there. Suffered an ankle injury about a couple weeks ago, last time at home here. He's gutting it now. You can tell he's not clearly 100% there, but he's a Lobo. He's going out there. He's going to make some plays.
Longview going back to another tight end. They got LaDarian Adams, 42, coming in. Normally plays linebacker. He's coming in at tight end.
Nobody's in the backfield with Trey.
There goes Davis in motion. Second down, 7. And we'll flip Jaden Washington. Everybody strong right this time. Hamilton picking his way across the 35 near the 30. That's another first down.
Lobos out leverage Royse City there with their formation look. Started with your strong side on the left side. Brought your tight end in motion there. And once he got in motion, he was able to seal off the end or the outside linebacker for Trey to be able to run past the first level and get a first down run.
And Jalen Mims in there now, tight end 43. First down at the 30-yard line. Well, running a real heavy package here. This is about the fifth play on this drive. They've been multiple tight ends, 3 again. Just saying, we're going to run the football. Stop us if you can, and they do on this play as Davis goes nowhere, 2nd down and 10.
The first stop for us running the ball right there comes with the ball right there at the 30-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mason back in. Jordan Hobbs coming in with him. Hobbs will split left. Herndon lined up to the right side. He's going to go in motion. Hand it to him on a reverse. No, they did not. They faked it. Hamilton going to throw one toward the back of the end zone. And for just a second, it looked like that may be a score, but a little long for Sean Davis as they brought up something deep in the playbook, and it'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, but a little trickery there. Ball was thrown up. Receiver wasn't able to get underneath it there. So that was a long developing play. 2 fakes. Well, yeah. You had a fake there to the running back and a reverse there, taking your back to the defense. Almost got you in trouble there. But Trey showed some good awareness, stepped up, and tried to throw it up over the defense's head there, and it was good coverage.
So at 3rd down and 10, we're in 4-down territory. Davis to the left, Herndon to the right. Hamilton back to pass. Got time. Looking for Davis. Makes the catch. Breaks a tackle. 15-yard line. 10-yard line. Inside the 5-yard line and down to about the 2 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Excellent hitch route there by Jacaden Davis. Easy pitch and catch. When you playing one-on-one, when you line it up to stop the run, when you playing one-on-one, easy catch there for him. Getting past that corner, almost making the safety miss him. To get down, to get tackled at the 1-yard line. Good tackle. Good job there by Jacaden Davis on a good catch and run.
29 yards on the gain. Hamilton at 175 now for the day. 1st and goal from the 1. Cummings the fullback, Mason the tailback. Handoff, Cummings. Tried to hop in, got in. Touchdown, Keelan Cummings. His 6th score of the season, and the Lobos have a 34-17 lead.
Touchdown by the senior fullback, Keelan Cummings, getting to pay dirt to start this this drive off in the second half. It's a good job there by him and the Lobos being able to take away a good amount of time, 5 minutes off the clock.
Point after try. Ayala's kick is up and good, 35-17 with 7:10 left to play in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a timeout. We're coming right back to Longview Game Day.
Hi, I am Emily Kidwell-Ramey, Longview's local independent insurance agent. I specialize in home, auto, life, and commercial. I'd be more than happy to help you with any of your insurance needs. And go Lobos.
Alrighty, that score brought to you by Rams Paint and Body, located on Broadway in Gladewater. Rams Paint and Body specializes in collision repair and auto body paint jobs. Give them a call at 903-806-0244.
A really important drive to start the 3rd quarter. Lobos really needed to do that exact thing. Establish the fact we can run the football a little bit, milk some time off the clock, shorten the game so Royse City can't just come down and punch you in the face. It's a pretty good start for the second half.
Those are deflating drives that the Lobo offense needs to be able to make, especially to start the second half. Hopefully your defense can go out there and play, show some of that contagious energy and go out there and get a stop of their own too.
11 plays, 75 yards, and this kick's going to be all kinds of trouble. It's going to go out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Well, that had the potential of another turnover for Royse City on the kicking game. Instead, it went out of bounds, and they're going to get the ball up around the 30-yard line.
And I'm with you, Keaton. I'm interested to see how the defense responds here in the second half. I have a feeling Coach King made his way down to the locker room and probably voiced some opinions.
As he rightfully should.
Yeah. Let's just see how we react.
All right, so ball's going to go out to the 30. That's what happens when you boot it out of bounds. And that's where Royse City will start. Jamie and Richardson at quarterback. He had a really nice first half.
That's what I meant.
Lobo is bringing a lot of guys into the box. They're trying to get to the quarterback. Oh, and they make a bad move, and here we go down the sideline. You got to be kidding me. One play, and they're going to the house. That is Bryson Arney, their sophomore receiver, who just took one 70 yards, and we're back down to an 11-point game.
Again, another bad angle. A recipe just like we saw last week. When you don't make the right fits, you're going to give up 6. And that's exactly what we did. One play drive there, a recipe when you dip in, when you need to dip out. You give this Royse City team a little bit of light, a little glimpse of hope. And man, that was bad. Bad play there.
Yeah, it's just borderline unbelievable the last, what,
they had a
6
little
quarters
blocker.
on defense? Sorry, Chuck.
No, I'm sorry about that. They actually had, let's give a little credit there. Their tight end, Hunter Hayes, actually got in there and kind of screened off one of the defenders. One took a bad angle.
Yes.
The other one got shielded off, and that's what broke that thing loose.
And so that bad angle comes from your cornerback who needs to have the outside leverage. Instead, he dips inside. We call that taking the cheese.
Yep.
When you see daylight right there, you want to take that thinking you get a chance to make a play when you're supposed to be doing your job and getting on the outside edge.
Yeah, real quick before the kickoff, we'll talk about, we're good, Keaton. Juicy's Hamburgers, voted the best burger in East Texas for 35 years. Juicy's has been the leader in flavor, quality, and service with a smile since 1980. And,
man, it was tough.
Tell you what.
Richardson's now 13 to 19, 267, 3 touchdowns.
Next safety that makes a tackle in space gets a Juicy's Hamburger.
Well, it seems like.
All right, Keaton, go on down there.
Oh man, I got a little plays. Yeah, I got a little plays left in me. You see somebody go out there and knock some lights out, you know it came from me.
All right, well, we got to have something.
Ah, dog.
They come. We do 11-play drive. They come out and get 1-play drive and get us right back to where we started this half.
Goodness gracious.
Yep. All right, offense, it's back on you. Brito to kick. He's kicked everyone into the end zone. Let's see if he tries it again. Nope, onside kick. Trying to steal a possession.
And it didn't go 10 yards.
It did not. Well, I don't know if it did or not.
You can't advance
picked
that,
it up.
that's for
now
sure.
Let's see where this is. There's no flag yet. And I think they touched it before the 50-yard line, and that's going to be the problem.
Nobody's signaling anything right now.
Oh, no.
Where those officials are standing, they're on the Royse City side of the 50.
And that's 9 yards if they're standing where the ball got touched.
We're going to try to capture this on our delay and see if we can't get an idea about maybe where that thing got touched. But it felt obvious. This is their chance to try to steal a possession. They watched North Forney last week. And let's see here. I'm trying to eyeball this so we can give you a better idea of what we see.
Yeah, he definitely did.
That was
that's
very
the right call.
close, man.
He did not let it go 10 yards.
I'll tell you, by not much.
Not much.
Not much. That was very close to them pulling it off.
Yes, sir.
That's very close.
Dodge the bullet there.
They'll put it at the 49-yard line, but I'll tell you what, in motion like he was doing, if he had hesitated just a second, he's got that ball, and he can't advance it, but he would have had the ball at the 50-yard line.
And you're right, he was there for the taking. And if he would just waited just a split second
just a hair. All right, so Lobos catch a break, 49-yard line, first down and 10. Boy, corner right in the grill of our receiver here on the right side, Davis.
You got both of your safeties lined up in the box. He's showing blitz at the top of the screen on the left, and here it comes.
And they'll hand it off to Mason. Good for a couple, not much to the 47-yard line. Royse City a little juiced up right now. They're feeling it.
Yes, down by 11. Their whole job right now, they're trying to stop the run, and they did a good job. They're not giving us. Only gave up a gain of 2. Strong blitz, and then they was able to get there.
Mason out, Herndon out with him. In come Cummings, and who's the other one that just came in? Jacaden came in with him. All right, so Davis is going to go into the slot. Not too many plays we take Herndon out of the game.
You got one-on-one coverage here.
They're going to Hand it off to Jacaden trying to sweep, and we don't block out there.
So 2 plays there, 2 stops. There's a big-time loss that brings up 3rd and 11 from midfield. 3rd down play there. You got to be able to convert. Let's see what the Lobos have dialed up now.
Loss of 3.
It just occurred to me that the fans in the stands quite literally have no idea what the score is.
No, they didn't. And I've been getting some texts from some people that are watching the game or that's here watching the game asking me what's the score at different times.
Wow.
Now there's 6:12 left in this 3rd quarter. Now we got 3rd down and 11. Herndon back in. So is Glaive rather's in there. He's in the slot. Hamilton back to pass. Got a little time. Still got time. Now he's going to pull it up and run. And he's trying to get to the sticks. I don't think so. He got bumped out at the 42-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and 3.
It did a good job there, just scrambling, trying to make a play. 3rd and long. Once he saw there was nobody open or he didn't have time to get it open, he saw some running lanes, saw some greenery, was able to get a chunk of the yard is what we needed to make this a 4th and manageable play here, a 4th and 3 coming up.
And it feels like that quarterback sprint out wide has gone for at least 3 every time tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw that called here on 4th down.
Graves in the backfield this time.
Everybody's bunched in.
4th down, they got to get to the 39. He goes back looking for Graves. Got him, catches it, 1st down. 35, 30, 25, and hat comes off of one of the Bulldogs. Not until Graves gets to the 21 and a 1st down.
Excellent job there, catching the ball in open space. Easy pitch and catch as Graves was lined up on the left side of the formation. Sprints out to the right into the flats. Nobody's covering him. Easy throw for Trey to make, an easy 1st down, and it gets us to the ball right outside the red zone.
You needed 3 yards. We did better than that. We pick up 21.
And that's what you need there. Good 4th down play call there to be able to convert and get yourself a 1st down.
And we were talking about this at the halftime amongst ourselves here about how good we are out of the backfield right now. Cummings, Graves in particular, so good out of the backfield.
And Trey is just doing an excellent job there and just pitching and catching, finding an open player.
And Hamilton's going to be out wide left as Jacaden's back at quarterback. Picks it up, runs himself to the right, finds a little space, gets to the 13, gain of 8, 2nd down and 2.
And that was a recipe for success there. I see a hat on a hat, but don't like the way you see Jacaden coming up limping there. He's walking off on the sideline slowly. So that's something to watch as we get throughout this game here.
Well, this has been a couple of weeks he's been limping, and I don't know that it's getting any better. I don't know that it's getting any worse. He's just, it is what it is, it feels like.
Yeah, it is what it is. We're at the point of, you're at a point of no return here. You got to throw all your chips out there. You're at a point in your season where you don't give yourself any type of room here.
Frazier in at tailback, but it's Hamilton straight ahead to the 8-yard line. That's a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal. So he picks up 5. They needed 2.
Picks up the 1st down.
It feels like the Lobos offensively really can't be stopped by this Royse City team.
No, not at all.
It's just a matter of the defense can't stop Royse City. Still with Frazier in the backfield, and we're ready and then we're not. Still 20 on the play clock. 4:51 left on the game clock here in the 3rd quarter. Hand off Frazier, looking for some space. Boy, that blew up in a hurry.
Stretch to the left, goes nowhere. Is that a gain of nothing?
That's a sophomore, Kingston Rogers, we talked about. He has 14 tackles for loss this year. He just picked up 15.
Big time there with Frazier, your big back. Going off a long handoff, a long run play there to the left, not able to get anything as the big sophomore was able to take him down.
2nd down and goal. We'll put it outside the 8-yard line. Same personnel in there with Frazier at tailback. Fake the handoff. Hamilton rolling, looking, got a man. That's Cummings at the 7, bounces to the 2. Ball came out, and they're saying he was down before the ball came out. Official immediately pointed down. Herndon actually recovered the ball at the 2-yard line. It's going to bring up 3rd down and goal.
And if I'm looking from up here, it looks like Keelan needs to put that ball in the right side in his right hand there and hold on to it tight there. But he did a good job, and once he catches it, trying to get upfield, and referee calls him down. So that was not a fumble there.
3rd down, Frazier still at tailback. And again, we're there and we're not. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Give it to Frazier, right up the gut. He's going to spin his way, and they're saying he's in. Touchdown, Lobos.
A man that's not going to be denied. Running hard up the gut, up the seam, taking a couple of Bulldogs with him, showing him he's the real dog. Coming up with 6, stretching the lead out a little bit more here.
4th touchdown on the season for McCaden Frazier as he goes in from 2 yards away. And the lead is 41-24. Ayala coming on for the point after. 3:11 left to play in the third. Kick is up. It is good. 42-24 Lobos. We'll take a timeout. We're coming back here in just a few on Longview Game Day.
I'm going hard and taking my chances. I give it moves and I keep advancing. We about to change the game. We out here taking names. Let our voices rise. Let them reach the skies. Let's go.
9 plays, 49 yards. Lobo's get a touchdown from 2 yards out. All right, from the first drive of the second quarter, it was the one that spilled from the end of the first to the second. Lobos 5 possessions, 5 touchdowns. Bulldogs 4 possessions, 3 touchdowns and a field goal. No defense has had a stop since we crossed into the second quarter. We're almost ready to go to the fourth. We got about 3 minutes left in this third. Short kick to the 22-yard line. Lobos will get the runner down short of the 35. That is Xavier Brown, their tailback, who looked a little awkward running with it that time, but it'll be first down Bulldogs around the 30.
Yeah, he looked indecisive on trying to catch that ball as the ball was sailing over his head, and he decided to fall back and catch that ball.
An update on Spring Hill's winner-take-all game down in Pittsburgh. They have fallen behind 52-7 late in the fourth. Looks like Spring Hill's going to come up just a hair short.
Tough season. Tough way to end your season there. Shout out Pittsburgh, East Texas.
Oh, yeah.
East Texas team.
All right, well, here we go again. Can the Lobos defense keep them on the field for more than one play? Richardson rolling, got blockers, caught by Arnie out of bounds, 35-yard line, pick up a 5.
Pittsburgh minus the H.
Favorite country singers from there, Cole Whistle.
I am good friends with his cousin.
Really?
Yep.
Man,
I didn't have either one of those on my bingo card tonight.
Yep. Oh, ball on the ground. Kicked around, going the wrong direction. Lobo said they got it. Let's see if the officials agree.
And they do.
Surprise, Frank. I like country music a little bit.
First down, Lobos. Daryl Dolly recovers the fumble. That is the 11th, make that 12th fumble that the Lobos have recovered this year, and they got the ball at the 27-yard line.
That's a turnover that we desperately needed, something that we needed to get some confidence to go our way there, and nonetheless that we get the ball there, get the offense inside the 30, give us an opportunity now to go make some shake of it.
That's right. Receiver can't go 80 yards if he never gets his hands on the ball.
Thanks.
All right, Lobos back on offense. Chance to maybe get this breathing room a little bit more comfortable. 42-24 with 2:52 left to play in the third.
Let's see if Coach Sanders goes for the jugular here, or we just try to burn some clock.
Definitely one-on-one coverage.
Mason back at tailback. We'll fake it to him. Herndon running the post, taking a long time. Now they deliver it, and the ball's knocked away, but we got flags all over the place. Pass interference on Royse City.
I mean, why not throw it to your hot receiver there, as he had plenty of options on who he could have delivered the ball to. Yeah, the tight end was wide, Scott open.
It looks like
you had Herndon in the end zone.
He did have plans to go for it.
Yep, yeah, reservation for 6 in that end zone.
Yeah, it's a tough spot for a young cornerback to be put in there. Man coverage against that young man with Trey, with a ton of time to throw. You almost have to interfere.
So let's see. They're going to put this thing down around the, 12-yard line? Yep, something like that.
15-yard penalty there. Trey is definitely having some time to go out there and make some throws, make the right plays.
He's been good tonight, but the timing was a little bit off on some of these deep throws, just a tad late on them.
So first down, Lobos at the 13-yard line on the pass interference. And we're down to 2:44 left to play in this third. Lobos rushing up to the line of scrimmage, and they'll hand it off to Mason. Bounces, nope, can't get away from him. Got hit again by Kingston Rogers. Keep an eye on number 11.
He's making some plays, that's for sure.
The guy's a player. He's a 10th grader, and he's just a wrecker in there. 2 more yard loss. That's another tackle for loss for this kid.
Lobos tried to play fast, but we didn't play fast enough. As number 11 is coming up there and just making plays in that backfield. He's looking very impressive tonight.
He leads this team with tackles for loss. Well, I take that back. Actually, 21. Krishan Terry has 17 of them.
Well, he's creeping up to him.
Yeah, he's up to 16 right, by my count right now. Second down, 12. Fake it to Mason. Trey rolling.
Herndon's
looking.
open.
Got a man end zone. Flags down at the 3-yard line. Herndon's got the catch and the touchdown, but we got to see what the laundry is.
It looks like it's going to be a personal foul or a holding.
They're going to
not personal foul, a pass interference on the defense.
It's going to be holding on whoever was guarding number 10 or Hobbs. Yeah, the touchdown will stand.
All right, Herndon's going to pick up the score. That'll be his third, and more importantly for Trey, for a second straight week, that's 5 touchdown passes. He tied the record last week. He took 1 more week to tie it again.
Excellent job there. Excellent play call. You saw Herndon, who was on a dead sprint. Nobody was stopping him. He's running off the edge, and he was able to easily pitch and catch and give him the ball. Nobody around him, an easy touchdown.
We can say with complete certainty he's the only quarterback in history of Longview High School to throw for 5 touchdowns in back-to-back games.
Point after good, 49-24. We're going to keep it here.
We're going to watch
during the break.
We're going to watch the Lobo flags run across the screen.
And you heard me while Chuck was calling his play. Herndon is wide open, and he was easy. It was an easy throw to him, easy catch for him. Man, somebody's knocking at the record books.
Yeah, we talk about it off air occasionally, and just amongst us and as Lobo fans, it appears our offense has the ability to take us as far as the defense will allow them, it looks like. If we can get some of this stuff solved, we're going to be a scary matchup for just about anybody down the road.
Herndon with 3 touchdowns tonight has 12 for the year. That's all alone now in 5th place. Jalen Brown's just 1 spot ahead of him with 13 touchdowns on the season. I'm looking at yards in the year. Jaden's got 54 yards. He went over the 900-yard mark earlier in this game. Only 4 players have ever done that.
He said 900 yards.
He's over 900 now.
He told me yesterday's practice he's definitely reaching for that milestone of 1,000 yards.
Kick a little short. This one caught at the 15-yard line. And they're going to get corralled at the 20. Boy, there's good kick coverage. Taking us a while to get there, but the Bulldogs did us a favor by trying to run across the field, and we caught up to them and drop them at the 20. It'll be first down 10 with a minute 41 left in the third quarter.
That was excellent coverage down the field there, and I loved it. Would have been a long way trying to set up to get to where his blockers was at. The defense did not crack, or the kicking team did not crack under pressure.
Yeah.
Stayed in their lanes, kept their containment.
We've got them in a spot now where their offense is going to be a little bit more predictable. We got a chance to get after them. We know what's coming.
And let's do this when we're talking record things. Trey Hamilton tonight has jumped up to 5th most in a single season. He's got 234 tonight. He's over 2,100 yards and just passed Haynes King for one of Haynes' 3 years of most yards for a Lobo passer. And this is going to be a troubled play back to the 15-yard line.
Excellent job there by the defense, corralling and getting to the running back to make a play, and that's a loss of carry, big time loss there.
Second down and 14 back at the 16-yard line.
And a lot of these passings has been on the shorter variety.
Yeah.
Except for that long play that we gave up at the touchdown at the end of the first half.
I just have a feeling we're going to jump one of these soon.
Richardson
Another run here.
Keeping it in a run. Gets away from one guy, trying to get forward and gets buried at the 20-yard line. A couple of defenders piled on top of him, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10.
Excellent job there by your defense. Again, not letting it, not bending, but not breaking there, but bending enough, giving up a little bit of positive yards, but still making it 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9 right now. You'll love to see what type of play that they come out and make.
Jaden Bates on that tackle. Now at 3rd down and 10. They'll roll. Richardson got a flag down, passes a little high for his tight end. We'll see what the penalty is back in the backfield.
Flag there in the backfield. Typically, it's going to be on a holding call. It's a good job on the DBs in the back end, covering at the top of the routes.
Yep, there it is, holding on them. 4th down and 10.
So here you go. You're bringing yourself at a second opportunity here, second consecutive stop. You get a turnover at the last drive on the second play of that drive, and now you're making a punt team come out.
Well, right before that, we had said nobody had a stop since the second quarter started. Well, the Lobos now get back-to-back stops, and they're going to force a punt. Brito's going to come in to punt, and Teddy Carter's back at his 50-yard line. You want to back up a little bit, maybe. Brito can kick.
Be careful on the fake. There's 3 receivers out here lined up.
And they're going to boot it. Now he gets a bad kick off the side. And this one's going to roll out of bounds at the 37-yard line. He hits a 17-yard punt, and the Lobos will take over one more time on the Royse City side of the field with 20 seconds left in the quarter.
We call that a shank.
This game just kind of flipped on its head in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
And it's gone definitely in the Lobos field. It's definitely gone in the Lobos confidence side, composure.
It happened as soon as Coach Poteet walked out.
Yeah, and what did I tell you at halftime? As bad as this felt, I said we could be looking at 49-27 and this thing's going to be okay.
Absolutely.
But we just looked so shaky in the first half defensively.
It looks like we were definitely playing flat. Didn't have any energy, and you definitely didn't like that, especially on a trap game like tonight.
All right, Herndon out wide right. Hamilton back to pass. This one deflected and knocked down, this time 42. The other sophomore defensive lineman, Herschel Pratt, who's got 5 sacks to lead the team, knocks that one down.
Screen play there, a quick passing play there. Defense realized he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback and did what any great defender is supposed to do, is get their hands up and be able to knock the ball down.
All right, Herndon to the right. Glaive in the slot. Hobbs top left. 2nd down and 10. Still got 10 on the play clock. Now we're ready. This one, Hamilton looked at the pitch, instead keeps it himself. He'll have a 1st down to the 27, and the 3rd quarter is going to come to an end on that play.
Hamilton on the keeper.
Excellent run there by Trey. Speed option there. If you put the defender in no man's land, it's an easy cut up for the running back, and quarterback, and that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter.
So we pick up a 1st down with a 10-yard run. We'll flip the field. We'll come back for the 4th quarter. Lobos up 49-24 here on game day.
I'm attorney Marty Young. When you or your loved ones are involved in a catastrophic accident, hire the law firm with a proven track record.
In the last 25 years, no law firm has achieved our results in and out of the courtroom. You need and want to hire the lawyers who get proven results that insurance companies and corporations know about, that insurance and corporations are afraid of. Don't make the mistake of hiring a law firm who is not feared by the insurance industry. We truly hope you never need us, but if you do, we're here to help.
All right, welcome back.
That's my bad.
Frank, a little enthusiastic about our return. It's 49-24. Lobos have a 1st down at the 27-yard line. And
well, I'm enthusiastic to tell you about Diagnostics Clinic of Longview, Chuck. I'm sorry about that. We got one more of these for you, sir. DCOL, the principal focus of their practice in the delivery of primary care services, as well as 16 medical subspecialties. Services include pediatrics, adolescent medicine, gynecology, family practice, and internal medicine. For a full list of services and specialty areas, visit their services page and find the physician who's right for your needs.
Lobos have 27 1st downs now through 3 quarters to 15 for the Bulldogs. Offensively now, we're at 381 yards. They're at about 310. And we start the fourth quarter, first down and 10 at the Royse City 27-yard line. Hamilton back to pass, in some trouble, and he's going to get dropped back at the 36-yard line as those two sophomores converge on him and split the sack at the 36.
If I'm correct, I believe that's the first sack tonight, or the first sack in probably in several weeks.
It's been a while.
Yeah, I don't think I remember seeing Trey get sacked like this.
And he had Herndon breaking open on a corner out there.
Long developing routes there.
Yep, that's what I was about to say. It takes a long time to get to that thing, and the young guys pressured him from both sides as Kingston Roger and Herschel Pratt met at Trey Hamilton. So it's second down and about 17 back at the 35-yard line.
And in my opinion, you don't have to get it all back here, but if you do, take it.
Ball down. He's got a fall on it back at the 38-yard line. We'll lose another 3 yards.
2 beat plays, and what I mean by that is when you're a big truck and you're going in reverse, the sound you make is beep. Not plays that you want to be able to make. Brings up third and 20 plus. Now,
put you in a really tough spot here. Not a whole lot you can do here playbook-wise.
Davion Jackson in on offense now, number 40. Third down and 21. Got to get to the 17-yard line. We'll spit 3 guys out. Hobbs, Herndon, Glaive. Back to pass. Quick screen to Herndon. Boy, he's trying to turn it up the field. Boy, he got bumped down hard at about the 26-yard line. One of those linebackers got a hold of him and bopped him to the ground, but he gets about 13 of that, 14 of that, so it brings up fourth down and 8, back to manageable.
Yep, here you see now you got Graves coming in, your good pass catching back.
And you saw that burst when he caught that.
Yeah.
Looked like he runs the first leg of the 4x100 for the Lobos relay team.
He got more than half the yards that he needed to bring up 4th and 8.
Okay, so Graves in the backfield with Hamilton. The far side of the field, the wide side, got a lot of space. He'll empty the backfield up. Back to pass. Going to throw one. Oh, a little bit behind him, maybe even tipped by one of the linebackers. He was trying to get Sean Davis at the 5-yard line, and the Lobos will turn it over on downs.
And he had 2 linebackers to throw the ball over their heads. It's a tough play to make as he threw it a little bit behind Davis, as that was a good coverage call there. It was going to be a tough play for him to make.
I tell you what, watching that thing and the way we had it lined up, if we'd have had a tight end just peel off 2 steps to the right, they'd been still running.
Yeah.
Up the hill, down across the highway, you could have still gone because there was nobody near them. All right, so we'll turn it over on downs. 9:40 left to play in the game. Royse City down by 25. Now what really needs to do what they do best, score in a hurry. Jamian Richardson, the quarterback, has been very good today. And on first down, they're going to fake the run. Throw back to that slant they want to throw to. Arnie's the target, but he misses that, and it's second down and 10.
Making the safety have to come downfield. That's Adams. As soon as he came down, he wanted to throw it where he left, and it was thrown into a slant. The ball was thrown so far in front of him, there was no play to be made. Brings up incompletion, second and 10.
14-22 for 272 for Jamian Richardson. Handoff on second and 10. Nice little move,
nice
but it
field.
doesn't go far because Lobos do a very nice job getting there, making the tackle. That is Hampton Williams, I believe.
TJ Jackson. TJ Jackson coming downhill, making the play that a safety needs to be able to make there. And you see the excitement on my face. It was just, in my voice. That was what you want from a safety coming downhill, making a tackle like that.
So third down and 7. Back to pass, got pressure coming. He had a defender coming on him in a hurry. Tyson Johnson, I believe, was the first one there. And Bates was the second, and they forced a very fast pass out of there, and now it's fourth down.
Talking about tight coverage, too. There was no way for the quarterback to be able to make that throw and make a completion there.
Feels like you have to go for it here, right?
He's trying to get it to 15, Tay Angui, and that didn't happen. So now it's fourth down and 7. And as Frank just said, you pretty much have to go for it here, down 25 points. And I say that, and Brito's going to back off like he's going to punt. And he is. Line drive, bounces, TJ picks it up, 35-yard line. 45-yard line, 50-yard line, and he'll get to the 48 of Royse City where the Lobos will take it over.
It's a good job of picking that ball up on a bounce and getting what you can get. That was a positive return, getting the ball to midfield there, so I would take that. It's a good drive there by T.J. Jackson.
Good defensive series for Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see.
Yeah, see, we're going to put this ball. It looked like it was a 48 on the Royse City side, but the officials look like they're going to put it at the 50.
They've nickeled us and dimed us, hadn't they, Chuck, all night?
I'm not going to say that, but I won't disagree with it. How about that?
I'm going to say this. It's a lot better than what we saw last week.
I talked to an official friend of mine this week, and he went back and watched that game, and I can't say exactly what he said, but let's just say it was not complimentary of what he was witnessing when he watched back our game tape last week.
Yeah, we'll never, ever criticize officials. That's a very, very tough job, and I don't envy them, but it was rudimentary stuff they were having trouble with last week, Chuck.
Well, and what we had said last week, it was the mechanics of it. It was, it's one thing to say I missed a call. It's another thing for them to have to delay and discuss and drag the game on. Yeah. So first down, Lobos, and looks like we're going to get some folks in. Kean Choice in at wide receiver, and on first down, we're going to hand off up the middle and pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards on the running play, and it'll be second down and about 6 coming up.
Like I think we had another fullback in as well.
Yeah, I think Brandon Cavazos in there.
You bring in? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. You bring in another offensive lineman in the game.
Yeah, we're flipping all kinds of folks in now. Coming in is Datry Jones, junior offensive lineman, checking into the game.
About 25 right now.
And back to the ground, fullback right up the middle. That's going to be a gain of about 6, 7, 8, 10 yards as Davion Jackson gets a carry.
Jackson exploding through that line.
Is that his first carry of the year? He's a linebacker,
I think so.
Yeah, exploding through that line, being able to make the most of that, looking like he's doing it. Good first down, but by the Lobos. As we're chewing up time here, 7.5 minutes before we probably take another play here, under 7.5.
All right, so we still got Hamilton in, but everybody else around him, non-starters out there. And the ball down again.
Several times.
The second time we've had that issue with getting a clean handoff. We've had some low snaps, and this time struggles for Trey to handle the ball cleanly. It'll be a loss of about a yard. We'll make it 2nd and 11.
I'm joking when I'm saying this. I'm not being serious. Maybe Trey is trying to keep it in third. He's trying to keep it in long down distance so he can throw and break the touchdown record.
You think so, huh?
I'm just joking.
That's where you're going with this.
I'm just joking.
Hamilton tonight has thrown for 247. He's at 2,030 yards on the season. That one's going nowhere play. Lost back to the 40-yard line. Lobo's going to bring in a couple of different tight ends now. That was Frazier on the carry.
Knowing you're going to probably run the ball now here as Frazier comes up with a loss of yardage that time. Brings up 3rd and 14 now.
Lobos on the evening have run for 146 on 42 carries. And we're wholesale changing now. We got 3-4 guys that are coming out of the game as we bring in extra tight ends. Jalen Mims comes in.
Pickering is our receiver.
Yep. Kamarian Pickering comes in. He's number 11 down at the bottom of the screen. Man in motion now. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Here comes the sophomore. Hamilton runs away from him. Got to get the first down, and he does. At the 25-yard line. He picks up 14 on 3rd down and 11.
Excellent job there by Trey. Seeing some daylight and picking up that first down with his legs. First and second option on the long developing play. took too long to get open, and it's not their fault. It was just their route tree that was called, and he scrambles to the right and was able to get up more than what he needs to get that first down.
Hamilton 61 yards, Mason 62 yards.
And once he gets going, he's got some top-end speed, doesn't he, Keith?
Yeah, he does.
Big boy can move.
Keelan tries to check in, the linebacker. They come and check him back out.
Waved him off. Jackson says, no, I'm all right. I got it.
Well, get to his credit, he was in on that third down play.
Give it to him. How about Jackson? Look out to the 15, still fighting to the 10, to the 5. What an effort.
Yeah, Jackson said, I'm not going to be denied. You did the heavy-duty blocking. I'm going to do the heavy-duty running. And he gets it up there, and you see him takes it all the way down inside the 5. And here we go, going quickly.
22-yard gain, most all that by himself. How about another one? We got a flag down, though, and this one's going to probably come back. The ball comes out of there, and they're going to blow this thing dead. That sophomore's got the ball. He may never give it up.
In Longview, everyone's a running back, Keaton. That's crazy.
Well, that's the history, man. If you know the history, and you play Little League football, there's a plethora of running backs.
Yeah,
that
one of your second-team linebackers can come in, play fullback, and just make people miss. It's insane.
I mean, you look at one of your better defensive backs from years ago, Willie Nelson, who was a running back, made the transition to cornerback and safety, and it looks like he belonged there. But it just shows you just the type of talent, and it's not only just him, but he was one of the first names in recent years that came to mind.
Waiting for the official signal, and what supposedly happened, it's offsides on Royse City, so they'll move it half the distance and replay first down and goal.
I say we toss it out to Pickron. We saw what he could do in the green and white game. Keaton, that young man is shifty when he gets the ball in his hands.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely a player. He's on the shorter side, but he can definitely make plays. But probably not going to see him come away with any catches tonight with a big-time lead like we have right now with with about 5 minutes left to go.
Any relation to the other Pickron? On very end of the scales as far as...
That's his brother.
All right, first and goal, and now we got another stop.
Yeah, I know you say that he...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's his brother.
His brother's a massive offensive lineman.
Yep, that's his brother.
And so it looks like the Royse City coach is getting an explanation with the white hat while we all wonder why.
Well, we're also going to speculate about next week because we'll start the playoffs next, we assume, Friday. Looks like Garland Rowlett is going to be the opponent. They were the highest finisher for the small schools in District 9-6A.
Yep.
And because they're the higher seed, we lean into the direction of where they are, which means we're probably going to be in the Metroplex next, again, assuming Friday. We don't have details yet about where, but we know it's Garland Rowlett.
Yeah, pretty much we're going to be playing in Garland next week, so get yourself ready. Metroplex, here we come.
Now, because we finished second, the second round, and that's speculating we get past Rowlett, gives you a potential rematch of last year's fourth round with DeSoto.
Well, I'm going to say a comment that coach made earlier in the season when they asked about Coach King. He said, my boys, hold on. He said, my boys didn't know about Longview, but we're going to know about them now. You're going to get an opportunity if both teams win to get a chance to play each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear the fans booing. It's a 4-possession game. We have the ball at the 2-yard line, and the coach is arguing for what we don't know. But we're folks ready to get out of here.
It was an offside call, so it's not like there was a personal foul or anything. I'm not sure what exactly they were fussing about, but ball's at the 2. We'll try it again. Under 5 to play now, as the officials say, wind the clock. See if they go to Jackson again or if they'll give it to Frazier. No, ball dropped again. And again, Hamilton's got a fall on it back at the 5-yard line. Well, that's the third of those today. And so for all the things that we like that's happened, you've at least got things, if you're the offensive coaching staff, to go, I think we need to fix some of these.
And it may be time to get Trey out of this game.
Well, the problem is Jacaden's banged up.
Yep, Jacaden's hurt.
Unless you're just going to wildcat to one of the tailbacks. And I would probably do that with Mason, but I don't want to put Mason in a game that's a blowout at this stage.
That's true.
Just wildcat to Davion Jackson. Let him just tear some folks up.
The way Jackson is running, man. He's out there. He's out there running
your punter receiver.
So we'll try it again. Handoff. Frazier. avoids one defender, and piles back to the 4-yard line where we're going to have 3rd down and goal.
Run off to the right. You know they know that we're running it, so they're doing their job and not trying to let us get into the end zone, showing a little fight.
And we've seen some prolific Lobo offenses the last 4 or 5 years doing this, but this one feels like we got something special brewing here offensively, fellas. Just talent everywhere.
But you got to play complementary football. The defense has to bring it as well.
Yep. So 3rd down and goal. Lobos with a 28-17 lead at halftime. They've outscored Royse City 21-7 here in this second half, and they'll give it to Jackson, who gets back to the 2-yard line. Now it's 4th and goal.
Yeah, they are plenty capable of scoring every time they touch the ball, but you don't want them to have to do that. It looks like we're going to kick a field goal.
All right. Well, why not? Got to work on that part of it too.
Absolutely. Here, you had an opportunity there to tie the game up last week. Missed the first extra point of the season.
Actually, they had one blocked earlier in the year.
That is true.
That's the first one that Ayala's actually missed, however. So Jackson's the holder. Ayala is the kicker. We'll try to set up for a 19-yard field goal. 2:41 left. Here's the kick on the way. And we'll put that through.
Lobo's on port had put up a 50-piece. Stretching out this lead a little bit further with 2:36 left to go in this ball game. Lobos in the second half only giving up one quick score. Defense has been playing lights out ever since. Offense just doing their job, and they're just marching the ball down the field.
10 more plays, 48 yards with a field goal. They've basically done everything you wanted on the offensive side. There's one punt that we've had. Every other possession has resulted in points today, except for the turnover on downs that happened a few minutes ago. One punt, one turnover on downs. Every other possession has had points.
Yes, sir.
So 52-24 the score, as we're down to about 2:36 left to play. Now, Frank mentioned at the beginning of this, we're not sure how the broadcasting is going to go next week when we start the playoffs. Things have changed a bit for UIL, so we will, as the week goes on, give you updates on Facebook, on our Longview Game Day site, and certainly, I'm sure, on the Lobos site as well, about how things are going to work for broadcasting the playoff games beginning next week with Rowlett.
Absolutely. We'll definitely bring that to you as time permits.
There are no more UIL broadcasts directly to the school's website, where I operate on a volunteer basis with kids on cameras. So we are working on partnering with NHFS possibly to be the people that carry your Lobos if you have to pay for it. We'll stay tuned for some news on that this week.
This one kicked all the way down to the 2-yard line. They're going to bring it out. Whoa, a little slowdown at the 15-yard line. The Lobos do a nice job covering again as they stop it short of the 25 at about the 22-yard line.
But, Frank, my opinion on that, if you're going to pay to watch the Lobos, how about you pay to come see them in person?
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially if we're in the Metroplex. We got a lot of Lobo fans that's there. How about you come up there? It's time to root these boys on. These boys deserve to have your face in the place to be able to cheer them on and bring another victory, hopefully, to push us to the next round. So, again, if you got to pay to watch us, how about you come pay and actually see us in person? We don't mind talking to you and bringing the game to you live like we're doing now, but you're going to have to pay for it more than likely.
Or you can just come pay us directly.
That is it.
You can do that.
we won't be mad at you.
First down, handoff. They're going to run the ball here and try to make a little bit of hay, but not much happening there. About a 2-yard gain maybe, and it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 on the carry, Xavier Watson.
And for the record, I love to see you guys at the games. It feels like a reunion, and I love to see a lot of the Longview graduates in the place coming to cheer on the Lobos. As there's a timeout here with 2 minutes, exactly 2 minutes left. So it's a 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, it gives us time to recognize some of the guys that got out there. 14 to carry on. Bryce is playing one of the corners. We're trying to pick up some of the others as they hustle off the field, and I'm doing a bad job of that. Caden Dixon, number 2, is out there at corner as well. Who else have I got? 85, Carson Ford. Is he out there playing defense? They got a bunch of new bodies out there, so we're trying to figure out who we've got and convey them out to you. We want mamas and grandmas to hear their kids' names when they get on the field. 25 for the Lobos, Travion Nightingale, who played a lot last year, not so much this year, but he's out there playing one of the safety spots. 89 for the Lobos is Xavier Miller, the 190-pound junior defensive lineman. He's out there. Philip Hamilton, who we didn't see a whole lot of, and Lobos have not been feeling well this week. And so there's some of these guys that may have felt worse than others. I kind of had a little stuff run through the locker room this week. Jakara Starnes also out there, 38. Give you a little bit of a rundown on some of the guys we've got. 2nd down and 8 now as we come out of the 2-minute break. And they'll hand it off again. Watson for a yard, maybe 2, and we'll bring up 3rd down and 6. And here comes the scrum, but it's broken up now, and so 3rd down and long coming up for the Bulldogs. Longview's numbers offensively: 30 first downs, 184 rushing yards, 247 passing yards. Trey Hamilton, 5 touchdowns. Lobos, just 2 penalties for 30 yards today. 6 of 11 on 3rd downs, 2 of 3 on 4th down attempts, and we had the ball for a lot of time. About 33 minutes of this game, the Lobos have controlled the football. Royse City, 15 first downs, 46 yards rushing on 18 carries. They went 14 for 23 for 272 through the air. Then they'll run it one more time for Watson, and it's going to bring up 4th down in about 5. And I don't know if they'll punt or what they're going to do here, but the Lobos defense keeps them from getting a 1st down, and we'll have 4th down coming up. Penalties: 6 for 55 against Royse City. Of course, they lost 2 fumbles. That all resulted in 14 points. They were 2 of 6 on 3rd downs, 0 of 1 on 4th downs. And I think they will run, they'll have to run at least one more play, and Lobos will probably kneel down after that unless they convert on a 4th down and 5. So Longview's going to finish the regular season 6-4. Those 4 losses by 11 total points. Watson's going to get the 1st down, and that means they'll get at least one more play offensively, and that'll be the end of this. Lobos, again, finishing 6-4 in district play, 4-2. They lost those 2 games by 5 points. Royse City will finish 5-5, 1-5 in district. Their only district win came over Tyler Legacy. But it's a much improved Royse City team. We saw them again, very game for about 3 quarters here tonight with the Lobos, but Longview perseveres. They get a win, maybe the final game we see here at Lobo this year, and they close the stadium out for 2025 with a 52-24 win over the Royse City Bulldogs. Last words there, Frank?
None from me. We got a week or so to tighten up some issues on the defensive side of the football, but the Lobos are in the playoffs, and that's all that matters. Just get in, and what happens, happens. Get hot at the right time, right?
You got 6 games left in the season if you finish it out right. They'll start that march toward Jerry's World next. Again, we're assuming Friday night. We assume it's going to be in Garland, and Rowlett's going to be the opponent for the opening round, the bi-district round of the playoffs.
And as soon as we have details, I'll have them out and about, and you'll know when and where, and ticket information and broadcast information and all that. We appreciate you guys joining us along on this 2025 ride, and hopefully we have another deep run in us.
And hopefully we're back with you next season.
Absolutely.
You know, you never know, but hopefully we're back. We want to do this again next year. Hopefully the folks at Longview want us back doing it with them, and we would enjoy having that opportunity in 2026.
Sure, call the hotline. Let your
there's a hotline?
Let your opinions be known about what you want moving forward with
or
the
if
Lobo
you don't,
coverage.
If you want us to go away, just say, you guys get out of here.
We're open for that,
too.
too.
We're done with you guys. Go away. But we hope you want us back. We enjoyed so much so far this season. Again, this will be our last broadcast for Longview Game Day for 2025, and what may happen in the playoffs, we'll let you know as the week progresses. But For Keaton Daniels, who's down on the field, for Frank Sides, I'm Chuck Zach. Appreciate you guys so much. Been a fun year, a frustrating year sometime, but hey, it's been a winning season, and we're going into the playoffs, and there's a lot of schools that wish they were in that boat. We are in that boat. And we look forward to hopefully bringing you a game next week as the playoffs begin. You guys take care, and so long, everybody, and go Lobos.